deep. Lonely Knights kicked up inside, Rocket Racer there, followed by Pliancy. Puckle Harbour settling for white, followed by Cuba's Gold. Star Joe's a bit keen. Ambitious Task has got the boy working overtime. Northern Fine King Matthias a fair way back there. And then Hullpack's Image on the side of the track down the side with Nippy's Dream. Alpha Wind dropped out for the Pee-wee, followed in turn by Pat Moss. And Red Martel, the despised Cup Roughie, brought up the rear. Around the turn they swing the first time, most of them tugging a bit, and Gypsy Frolic pulling in front, 2 lengths Royal Sharif. 1 length away third, then to Lonely Knights from Pliancy. Rocket Races on the bit for Miller. Miller's working overtime. The Balmerino 5-year-old, a 4-year-old doing it tough a bit. Cuba's Gold outside Puckle Harbour in the straight, then Star Joe. Not a real lot of cup speed on. Northern Fine next, Ambitious Task 3 deep. Nippy's Dream the centre. Hullpack's Image with his mouth wide open. 1 King Matthias. Alpha Wind 3 deep there, followed by Pat Moss and Red Martel. Out of the straight they go now, and Gypsy Frolic for Grigsby as your cup pathfinder. A length in front. On the outside, Cuba's Gold. Royal Sharif the fence, and Lonely Knights covering Rocket Racer, settling that little bit better for Johnny J. Miller. They're followed by Pliancy, Puckle Harbour. A length away, Star Joe. Ambitious Task and Northern Find. Nippy's Dream, Hullpack's Image, King Matthias, Pat Moss, Alpha Win, and Red Martel still at the rear. 1,450 to go. They're better than halfway in the cup, and Cuba's Gold went to the lead now. It's Cuba's Gold for Clinton Massey. He's straight out by 3 lengths to Gypsy Frolic, Royal Sharif on the inside of the cup, Baby Lonely Knights, and 2 to Rocket Racer, patiently ridden. Ambitious Task around Pliancy from Puckle Harbour, Star Joe. About a length away, Northern Find. Hullpack's Image winding up on the riverside now, and then Nippy's Dream. A fair way back to Alpha Win, about to go forward with Red Martel, King Matthias, and Pat Moss at the rear. 1,000 to go now, and the Victorian Cuba's Gold is striding freely. Led 4 lengths, Gypsy Frolic and Royal Sharif. Around the outside to Lonely Knights. Rocket Racer, Miller off the inside. He's made his move now. Puckle Harbour followed the run, then Ambitious Task and Northern Find, and they're followed by Pliancy. Alpha Wind deep around Nippy's Dream. A fair way back, Star Joe, Hullpack's Image, King Matthias, Red Martel, and Pat Moss at the rear at the 600 now, and Rocket Racer takes the cup lead. Immediately Puckle Harbour grabbed him. Cuba's Gold is gone, followed by Royal Sharif and Alpha Win, and then Hullpack's Image. Northern Find is working clear, and they're followed by Lonely Knights, Pat Moss and Star Joe, about to swing round the turn, and J.J. Miller and Rocket Racer gave them the slip and shot clear on the turn. It's Rocket Racer at the 250 by 2.5 to Puckle Harbour, 4 lengths to Royal Sharif, Alpha Win. Hullpack's Image is down the outside, but Rocket Racer's far too good. The 1987 Perth Cup is all over. Rocket Racer 6 and going further ahead of Puckle Harbour, Royal Sharif. Miller, you're a genius. J.J. Miller puts back-to-back Perth Cups together. Rocket Racer 8 lengths on the post. Puckle Harbour, Royal Sharif, photo second or third.
Well, he is a genius, J.J. Miller, a veteran jockey now, and I note that he pulled up distressed, but I think there'd be 20 or 30,000 good reasons why he'd quickly forget any pain he might have suffered during the Cup there. Well, the first event at Doomben yesterday, the maiden handicap, provided a rather sensational finish. There was a protest here by the third place getter, Norban. The race came to Minutia, who scored narrowly from Sandburn.
Arrive and jive second. Opera Fantasy a half length away third, and then Wheel the lead going forward on the outside. Sandburn in between horses. Pull to the outside, Sidekick starting a runner. Minuta's going forward, racing up into third spot as they set sail for the judge. Falcon Speed in front, Sandburn coming after him, and Minuta's joining in on the outside. Then Sidekick, Norband and Arrive and Jive. It's Sandburn in front, 150 metres to go. Minuta's trying hard, and then Sidekick. Sandburn in front, holding Minuta at the moment. Sidekick on the outside coming after them. Minuta's driving at Sandburn. It's going to be a ding-dong, and they hit it, and it's close. It's close between Minuta, the outside.
Very close finish there, and I think one to follow, Sidekick. He should soon break through in maiden class. Second event was the Mini Nugget handicap, and it went to Selectaire. Long odds on, but he had a real battle in the straight to get past the Victorian Ballistic Missile. Only a half neck in it at the finish.
Takes his nose in front of Ballistic Missile. Selectaire is caught out wide, 3 deep as they run onto the corner, followed by Vinadex. Gold Run next on the inside. Tiger's Image, Run Smoke. Hello, My Son. Grand Invaded next. Argenis is well back, and Faith Adores is last. Into the straight, Ballistic Missile and Selectaire. They're locked together. Heart's riding pretty confidently on Selectaire. They've dropped off Gold Run and Garnet Hill. Vinadex on the outside, and then Tiger's Image. At the 150 metre mark, Selectaire's just in front of Ballistic Missile, who's kicking again. Selectaire and Ballistic Missile. The favourite's doing just a touch better, I think, as they hit the wire, and he's won it. Selectaire first by a head. Ballistic Missile.
Well, the favourite Selectaire just getting home, and it was the same story for the punters in the next. They had to sweat out a photo finish before the short-priced favourite My Blue Kingdom was given the verdict over Gold Sweep and Agana. Now, My Blue Kingdom's on the fence in about 7th or 8th place in greenish colours, getting a nice run through.
And he's been shuffled right back through the field, River Road. My Blue Kingdom picking up ground on the rails and starting to work away from the rails now, going through in the middle. Turning for home, 350 metres to go. Agana just in front of Gold Sweep, 2 lengths away third, My Blue Kingdom. Then Vita Vore to the outside, all running on fairly well. Gold Sweep's taken the lead, 200 metres to go. My Blue Kingdom coming after him on the outside, and then Agana. It's Gold Sweep in front. Agana's kicking again. My Blue Kingdom hitting top gear. He's coming fast the last little bit. He may get there. They hit it. Oh, it's close. 3-way go. My Blue Kingdom, Gold Sweep.
Clever ride there by Brian York. My Blue Kingdom just getting there in the last bound. The fourth event was the Todman Novice and went to apprentice Jamie Bayliss on Zigaro, who's in the box seat, third on the inside, and goes on to defeat the grey March Sovereign, who's leading at this stage.
Of Pleasant Dreams, further back Voyager, and Tiger Miel is last. Running around the home turn, 400 metres to go. March Sovereign straightens up a half length in front of Zirconium. Dashing Honey is third. Zigaro's going for a run in the middle. There's plenty of room there if he's good enough. Pleasant Dreams behind them, and Voyager storming home on the outside. March Sovereign's in front, 200 metres to go. Zigaro coming after March Sovereign. Pleasant Dreams and Voyager on the outside. March Sovereign's just in front. Zigaro's picking him up close to the line. Pleasant Dreams flying home. Zigaro dashed up in the middle, grabbed the lead, and he's won it. Zigaro first, March.
Zigaro, nice ride by Jamie Bayliss. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the main event from Doomben, the Doomben. At the fifth event from Doomben yesterday, the Doomben Stakes, and what a mighty finish it provided, with Port Inn just scrambling home from Nuclear Dream. A very dashing ride by Mike Kerr to take off before the home turn. Now, Port Inn at this stage is sixth, one out, and away he goes now, sweeping around the outside.
Arrow second, third on the inside, held up for a run at the moment is Alamander Boy, and there goes Port Inn, sweeping right around the field, going up to join those leaders. Coming onto the home turn, 400 metres to go, and Port Inn's race to the front. It's Port Inn a length clear of Power Arrow and Bugolino. Then Alamander Boy, top the ton, Calm Jet and Nuclear Dream. Port Inn's kick right away from them, 200 metres out. He pulls the whip on him. He's 2 lengths in front. Nuclear Dream out of the packs, coming after Port Inn. It's Port Inn a length in front. Nuclear Dream's flying home on the outside. He's going home right over the top of Port Inn. Nuclear Dream, Port Inn, they hit it. Port Inn's kicked on the rails. This is...
Well, he did kick back Port Inn. He looked to be staring defeat in the face 50 metres out, but somehow or other Mike Kerr just got that little bit extra out of him to just prevail. A very good performance and a good ride. The sixth event was the Manicato Novice, and Jamie Bayliss wrapped up a winning double here when he was successful on Bonnie Wanderer, who's clear at this stage. Good effort by the runner-up Silver Lure, who was never able to get on the track from a wide barrier.
On the inside, then Kowara, who dropped back. Bitterman starting a run, and then Hotline and King Ruffle, Smart and Grand straightening up now. 350 metres to go. Bonnie Wanderer is the leader. Princely Current coming after Bonnie Wanderer. In third place, Coastal Champ and Silver Lure down the outside. Bonnie Wanderer still in front. Leads by a length. Princely Current starting to struggle. Then Silver Lure on the outside. Bonnie Wanderer in front, hanging on. Leads by a length. Silver Lure now second. Then Princely Current. But it's Bonnie Wanderer in front as they hit the line, and it's go to woe.
Seventh event, and a bit of a lark, who's been racing in great form in recent weeks, continued that form yesterday and scored a dashing win in very fast time here in the graduation. He's in a very close second spot, just lurking behind the leader as they turn for home. Goes on to defeat Princess Faye decisively.
Shock out 3 wide as a head away third. Then Belmont Air missed a match, followed by Blue Winer and Makita Blue. Straightening up Princess Faye just in front of Bit of a Lark. Russell getting a little bit anxious on the favourite. He's pushing him along, hands and heels. Princess Faye and Bit of a Lark with the favourite taking the lead now. Bit of a Lark and neck in front of Princess Faye, starting to draw clear. Yes, he's far too good. He's moving away from Princess Faye in the run to the line. Shock in third place, then Belmont Air, but it's an easy one for the favourite, and Bit of a Lark.
Final event, the Winona Girl Novice for the fillies and mares, and plenty of drama here. Whiskey Coin, the heavily backed favourite, second past the post, but got the race on protest from Pilgrim's Angel and My Maxine third.
And Desert Band is last. Coming around the home turn, 400 metres out, Voyal will straighten up a length and a half clear. In second place, Pilgrim's Angel. My Maxine now third. Whiskey Coin starting to make ground, and then Gaelic Dawn, Isaac Glow and Lady Salisbury. Voyal's just in front of Pilgrim's Angel. Whiskey Coin's going for a run. Oh, she's just about missed out on it. And on the outside, My Maxine. Pilgrim's Angel's in front. Whiskey Coin is starting to chase her, and then My Maxine. It's Pilgrim's Angel in front of Whiskey Coin. There's not going to be much in it. And Pilgrim's Angel...
Well, there wasn't much in it. Whiskey Coin second past the post, but the protest upheld. Shane Scriven, the rider of Whiskey Coin, Coyne delighted to get the protest, but later that joy turned sour when Stewart suspended him again. He's in fact got a double suspension because he was already staring at a suspension after the New Year's Day racing at Eagle Farm. Now the double and treble information for the Doomben meeting, and 2 and 1 was the double, $14.90, 2, 2 and 1 the treble, $30.10, and 6 pick from Doomben yesterday, 2, 13, 2, 6, 1 and 2 paid $845.10, Division 2 $51.85, Division 3 $9.85, and Division 4 $3.80. Seems hardly worth picking it up, $3.80. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the Canterbury meeting in Sydney. Attention for the Magic Million with his victory yesterday. I don't think it was enough to worry any of the Snippets connections, but at least he seems to be back near something like his best form. I'm Ready, I thought, a little bit disappointing, and the third place getter, Roman General, has now earned a place in the Magic Million field, or as it stands at the moment, he earned enough prize money with that placing to jump over a couple of the local hopes. So at this stage, Roman General is in the field of 16. Incidentally, the barrier draw for the Magic Million will be made at the Gold Coast on Wednesday morning. Racing Minister Russ Hinds will be doing the honours there, and it's very, very important. I think quite a few of the chances hinge on how they draw, because it's imperative to draw well at the 1200 metre start at the Gold Coast. Well, this is how Boasting took out the opening event yesterday at Canterbury. It certainly was a much better performance than he put in at Randwick last week.
However, by Radozo Star, I'm Ready tracking along in third place as they near the turn and 2 lengths away. Roman General ridden along, followed by Rap Dancer and Nandy's brother at the head of the others, but around the corner and Boasting slipped them straightening up. He kicked away a length and a half on I'm Ready. Roman General scrambling in third place, but Boasting well clear, 100 to go. I'm Ready in second place, running on very strongly, but Boasting is in front, holding him at bay as they get near home. Johnston keeping him going. Boasting's improved a ton since that last run, and he beat I'm Ready with Roman General doing his best work in the last 50 metres for third.
Dashing ride by John Marshall to score on Lord Lion, who's clear as they come towards the home turn and goes on with the job to defeat My Parade by 3 lengths.
Ancient Mariners in second place, then Flying Kiss, My Parade under pressure, plodding on, and Gay Scene at the head of the others, but Lord Lion clear and going strongly as they turn. 3 in front of Ancient Mariner, who's immediately under the whip with My Parade on the outside. Lord Lion all over a winner with 150 to go. He's 4 in front of Ancient Mariner, who's struggling, and then My Parade, and the others are at long intervals, but Lord Lion's going on strongly, and Lord Lion hammered right out by Marshall is too good and won easily from My Parade. Ancient Mariner's third, about 3 to 4.
Miss Keating at long odds on, successful in the third, but not after without a battle from Anna Daniela, another Magic Million contender.
Leader over Anna Daniela. In behind them, High Liker as they turn for home, followed by Grimace, and a long gap to Foolish Affair. Into the straight now, Miss Keating's having a job to beat off Anna Daniela, who's sticking with her gamely. Miss Keating on the inside got to a narrow lead from Anna Daniela with 100 to go, and they've come right away from Grimace. Now Miss Keating is starting to draw clear of Anna Daniela. The Chestnut filly has done a big job in second place, but Miss Keating is too strong and won by a half length to Anna Daniela, with Grimace 2.5 lengths away third. A gap to...
Clever ride by Mick Dittman to wrap up a winning double and score here on Targlish, who was patiently ridden earlier. He's just moving up about 4th place in the pink and black on the outside.
Leader over Half Shilling and Turf Monarch on the outside. Clamotta's blocked behind a wall of horses, can't get a run. He switched back to the fence again. There's a rails run coming for Clamotta, and Targlish sweeping down the outside. Targlish went to the lead 100 metres out. Clamotta got the rails run, but Targlish under his 57 kilos got clear, and this is a vastly improved gallop at Targlish. He's coming away to make it 2 straight. Targlish beat Clamotta, third Prince Mundo. Like a lunch is travelling.
5th event went to Willara Prince. He's in blue and pink colours, just moving up into a threatening position, third on the home turn, and goes on to defeat Breakdancer.
Santa Diaco into the straight, Hasty Miss and Ponchielli are about to be tackled by Willara Prince. Breakdancer putting in a run wide out. Willara Prince went to the lead at the 200 mark. Breakdancer under her big weight is trying hard to pick up the leader. Willara Prince in front. Breakdancer desperately ridden, can't get to him. It's Malcolm Johnston at his brilliant best on Willara Prince, and now the big pull in the weights tells the tale, and Willara Prince came away to win easily over Breakdancer. Signal to Noise third, joined on the outside.
Foreign Edition defied a betting drift to take out the 6th. It's Foreign Edition racing outside the leader, the grey with the nose roll.
Into the straight now, Timothy Niggled is just in front of Foreign Edition, who looks to be travelling extremely well, and immediately they turn for home. The grey Foreign Edition gave Timothy the go-by. They've kicked away well clear of Vainglorious and Elroy. Foreign Edition clear with 100 100 to go. Timothy boxing on strongly. Magic Gleam on the outside, coming home hard in the last bit with Vainglorious Foreign Edition stopping to a walk, but he'll see it out and win, and scored by about 3/4 of a length to Vainglorious, second in front of Magic Gleam and Black Valley wide out. It's been a truly run race.
The heavily backed I Wish had a great struggle with the leader Brolga Gate in the straight before getting the verdict by a short head in the Woodland Stakes.
Between horses from Point in Time and High Resolution into the straight, and Brolga Gate well clear, giving them something to chase, led by 2 lengths on I Wish, who's the first to go after it, and then Counterfeit Coin followed by Move Closer. I Wish about level with Brolga Gate, and they're a mile in front of Counterfeit Coin and Move Closer. I Wish and Brolga Gate are fighting it out tooth and nail. I Wish got to the lead in the shadows of the post. Brolga Gate kicking again. I Wish and Brolga Gate, and I Wish got there. It's a treble to Johnston. Brolga Gate second, Move Closer third. Frisky.
Malcolm wasn't satisfied with the treble. He made it 4 when Natural Habit took out the final event, getting a bit weary at the finish, but had enough in reserve to hold off Mick Dittman on Snow Gypsy.
Big break on the corner. Natural Habit set a light turn for home, 4 lengths in front of Rama King, and then Frisky Joe followed by Snow Gypsy and Letty's Dream in the straight, 200 out. Natural Habit well clear, led by 2.5 lengths on Snow Gypsy. Snow Gypsy going to second, is starting to wind up now. He's going to come home quickly in a moment. Snow Gypsy is overhauling Natural Habit. Natural Habit still in front. It's 4 for Malcolm Johnston. That's 46 for the season and 10 up on Jay Cassidy. Natural Habit beats Snow Gypsy. A great go for third.
Well, Johnston is in superlative form down there because Jim Cassidy and Mick Dittman have been riding well, but Johnston's well clear in the riding premiership at this stage. Now the TAB information for the Canterbury meeting: 4 and 2, the double $13.60, 1, 4 and 2, the treble $47.50. The extra double from Canterbury, 6 and 2, paid $15.50. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and Mooney Valley. We have an apology. Unfortunately, circumstances beyond our control, naturally. We can't show you the tape of races 1 or 8, but I can tell you the odds-on pop Capstad was successful in the opening event, and very impressively too. The second event went to Bateau Bay, who was a little bit easy in the betting to start, 13 to 2, but easily outstayed the rivals. At this stage, Bateau Bay clear, and he goes right away.
Gone further ahead, Bateau Bay, to be 4 lengths to Solo Bit, Quizak, and then Secret Diamond and Mandata. But Bateau Bay is starting to come right away. He's 5 in front, and down to the line it's Bateau Bay to win by about 6 lengths to Mandata. Funny old run. 2 lengths away third, Solo Bit. Then Mrs.
Ima Mica confirmed her solid rating with a very easy victory in the third event, starting the heavily backed favourite at 11 to 8.
4 or 5 lengths in front, turning for home. Liberty Slipper getting to second on the outside, followed by Gippsland Ghost, but Ima Mica's well clear. Liberty Slipper starting to rocket home on the outside. Ima Mica's walking. Liberty Slipper's picking her up, but the post is too close. Ima Mica 3/4 Liberty Slipper, which was a very big run. Faithful Thought may have snatched third from Planned. Sir Great.
Noel Kelly trained Vertical, just a little too strong for Sir Great in the fourth. It's Vertical moving up, and the horse in the green blinkers.
Right, running on fairly. Sir Great at the 200, still the leader. Out a length in front of Vertical, trying hard. Then Caesar's Right, Joker, Lighthouse Watson. Vertical got to Sir Great with about 50 to go. He's taken the lead, and Vertical under the whip, about a neck in front of Sir Great as they go to the line. And Vertical's drawn clear to win by a long neck. Second is Sir Great, and third a length away is Caesar's Right. It's Chisango.
Greg Hall's been in dashing form in recent weeks, and you've seen to advantage here on the 5th race winner, Acical, who's in the orange colours, moving up to a close second.
Goes flat to the boards. Acical grabbed him quickly into the straight. He's ducked in, but he's taken the lead anyway. Acical drawing away now from Chisango, Burnbrae Lad and Hyperborean, and Acical's coming away for a good win. Acical's gone on to win by 2 or 3 lengths to Burnbrae Lad, and Chisango tied to third just in front of Hyperborean.
Aaron Gauci was the punter's pin-up when he scored on the 10 to 9 pop Dame Vengeance in the Melba handicap.
And they're followed further back by Oceana Miss, but Dame Vengeance straightened up with a good lead, about a length and a half or 2 lengths in front. She's gone further ahead now from Romantic Storm and Kahala Red, and Dame Vengeance is drawing away. Gauci wielding the whip, and Dame Vengeance comes on for a very good win. Dame Vengeance about 3, Romantic Storm is second, third is Kahala Red. When they
all again in the 7th event, Judge's Rule is a very smart young sprinter. He's cruising in front at this stage, had to be shaken up in the straight to hold off Burnt Horizon.
And then Reformed Rogue, it's Judge's Rule first for home from Burnt Horizon, running on Amstel King with a late run, and then Orlandi Star. Judge's Rule in front, Burnt Horizon getting to it. Judge's Rule's hanging on, he's about a long neck in front as they go to the post, and Judge's Rule, the 3-year-old's done too well, wins it by a neck to Burnt Horizon, 3 lengths to Amstel King third, then Sir Britain.
We apologise again. We have no tape of the final event from Moonee Valley. A look now at the TAB information from the Melbourne fixture yesterday, and the double numbers were 8 and 2, and the dividend there $26.60. The treble from Moonee Valley 5, 8 and 2 paid $108 even, and the extra double from Moonee Valley paid on 1 and 3 paid $8.20. Well, that's our racing. Will win.
Okay, well, I'll stick.
You'll crack it with a winner, but he certainly did it in fine style, Snippets, and great to see Queensland stable taking out the initial Magic Million. It was a mighty race and tremendous atmosphere down here on the track. You should have been here.
Anyone watching Sports Scene last week were mad not to take your tip. You declared for it last week, said it was an absolute certainty, and it won as such, didn't it?
Yes, Pat, but you can see what sort of following I've got because he paid way overs on the Queensland TAB, so not many took our advice.
I don't think you care, do you?
No, not really, and was never really in doubt. He jumped beautifully, and he was in a great position all the way.
A great heroic story too by Sally Rogers, a story that didn't come out in the press until after the race.
No, well, actually I was most shocked when I saw her on the track only an hour or so before the race, and saw her arm in a sling, and it was revealed that she had been rushed to hospital the night before. But I don't think anything would have stopped Sally being there on the day and being part of the great atmosphere.
OK, Bart, congratulations to all the connections. I'll leave you to it.
OK, Pat, well, I think first up we should have a look at the Magic Million, the $1 million two-year-old race. What a great concept this has been, and this is how Snippets did it from go to woe, scoring by 4 lengths in very, very fast time.
Signal given. The light is on. Stand by for a start of the Magic Million. Starter climbs the platform. Off now. Crown Hope near the inside was first out. Roman General was slow, and so was I'm Ready. Lord Lockton began quickly, and have a look at Snippets go in the early part. It's Snippets dashing to the lead on, settling down. Roses for Us goes to second. Poetic Sound is third. Lord Lockton fourth on the inside of Prince Anton, and Boasting goes to fifth, but he's 3 wide around that corner. About 2 to Mother Duck from Crown Hope, followed by Anna Daniela. A length away, I'm Ready in midfield, then Mud Crab, followed by Haitian Gold. Roman General, Zam Patty's a long way back with Raise the Banner, and Spare a Thought is last of all. At the 600, the Gold Coast Colt Snippets in front, going easily. A length Roses for Us. Lord Lockton on the outside. Boasting going up quickly. Prince Anton in a little bit of trouble from Mother Duck. Anna Daniela, Crown Hope, Poetic Sound, and further back as I'm Ready. Around the home turn, Snippets the inside, and Boasting, they led together. About 2 on Mother Duck. He's gone to third from Roses for Us. Anna Daniela, Prince Anton, and I'm Ready. At the 200, Snippets the leader. He's beaten off Boasting. Mother Duck on the outside moves to second, coming out after Snippets, but Snippets is going great guns. 100 to go. He's got them stitched, and Snippets is driving away in the run of the post. He'll win easily. Snippets first. Prince Anton flew and got second, and it's tight for third between I'm Ready and Mother Duck, which weakened. Then Mud Crab, followed by Raise the Banner.
Well, that was Snippets taking out the Magic Million. And while it was a triumph for Sally Rogers, it was also a triumph for former New Zealand jockey Phillip Smith, who joins us this morning on Sports Scene. Phillip, a little bit of a sore head this morning, but I suppose you don't mind?
Yeah, I had a bit of a night out last night too. After the pressure and that, I let my hair down a bit.
Well, it was a bit of pressure, $1 million race, and, you've had your knockers here in Queensland.
Oh, yes, but I'd always said how good the horse was, you know, and I'd always boosted him up, so it was good to see him win as easy as he did, you know. Well,
it was an easy win in the finish. Were you ever worried at any stage of the race?
No, the moment he hit the ground in front, I knew they couldn't beat him, because he just travelled too easy in front.
Well, there's some suggestion now from some of the top southern trainers that this won't be a good guide to the Golden Slipper. You feel the horse can win it?
Oh, I feel the horse could win anything he's in, because he's just a natural 2-year-old. He's very strong. He's stronger than probably any other 2-year-old around at the moment, and he's going to get stronger, so by slipper time he's going to be a very strong 2-year-old. And there's not many around, even over the years, if you look back, there's not many 2-year-olds can show blistering speed early, relax, and then kick again at the furlong, which this horse can do.
Well, it would suggest that perhaps 1,200 metres won't be the maximum distance. He could go further.
He could go a mile. You know, I think as a 3-year-old, that will be his go. He'll be a good miler, I think, you know.
Well, Phillip, I mentioned earlier, you've had your knockers here in Queensland. You've had a bit of a raw deal in the past 18 months. It must be nice to get this win and sort of show them what you can do.
It's good to win a big one here, you know, because I was finding it hard to get good rides. And the last couple of months, I sort of decided to stay down here because I wasn't getting the opportunities in Brisbane. And I was going up there every week for ordinary rides, and you can't win on ordinary horses. Then people say you can't ride. Well, you're only as good as the horse underneath you. You've got to be able to give it every show, but you've still got to have the machine underneath you, you know.
Well, Phillip, you showed a bit of emotion on the line. You a bit of a wave with the whip. It must have been a great feeling.
Yeah, it was a big weight lifted off my shoulders when he won.
We'll have a look now at the slow-mo of the final stages, and when you really went for him just inside the 200 metres, he really surged away, and you must have been pretty happy at this point. No signs of weakening.
No, they had no show of catching him from the 200 on. When he kicked like he did, it would have taken a very, very smart horse to run him down when they kicked like that.
He ran exceptional time. Do you think he had anything in reserve? Is it possible that he could have bettered that time?
Well, the horse, he always kicks at the 200 and always has in these races, but then he just glides, and he always seems to find something extra when something comes at him. You know, they've never got close enough to him in a race, but in his track work and that, when I've waited for them, he always shows something when they come to him, you know, so you don't really know what's there until they test him, and there's never been one to test him.
Well, I hope that he doesn't ever get tested.
No, right, that'd be good.
Well, Phillip, he's going to have a break now. There'll be no break for you, though. Back into business this week.
Yeah, I'm riding at Eagle Farm on Wednesday. You know, I suppose I'll be riding either here or town on Saturday.
Well, there won't be $1 million races, but we hope they're winners.
Thank you.
Thanks, Phillip. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene, and we'll return and have a talk to John Messara, who's one of the leading vendors at the Magic Million sale. Million race yesterday. The focus now switching to the Magic Million yearling sales here at the Gold Coast Sales and Convention Centre. They start at 1 o'clock today and continue tomorrow. 400 lots will be sold, and the leading vendor will be John Messara of Middlebrook Park Stud in New South Wales. John, you must be getting a bit of a buzz now. You've got 29 lots and big money involved.
I'm getting a buzz, Bart, and I'm a little nervous, but it's an exciting day, and the catalogue is brimful of quality, so I think we're in for a great day.
John, firstly, the concept of the Magic Million. You feel it's been a great success?
Well, it has been. It started off as a wee bit of a gimmick, I guess you could say, but it's gone on from there, and yesterday's race is evidence that it's going to work. It's certainly going to work.
If there was a criticism of the sale last year, is that perhaps the quality of the yearlings wasn't as high as may have been expected, but this year it looks a great catalogue.
It was the first time the thing had been tried, and you can forgive breeders for that in the first year, but I think this year there's no excuse on the stand of quality. It's tremendous.
Out of your 29 lots, a lot of people are tipping you to top the sale. Have you got a personal thought on that?
Well, we have 2 or 3 outstanding colts. We've got fillies by the very promising first season stallion Rancheetah that we stand ourselves. There are a number of colts and fillies by Danzatori, who's a sensational stallion that stands in New Zealand, having his first crop being sold. Some people say they like the three-quarter brother of Bounding Away. You know, she's the highest, as you remember, the highest, the highest rated 2-year-old in Australia's history now. He's a lovely colt by Alaskan Star, a real athlete. You've got the second foal of Pure of Heart, the filly that won the George Rider, also by Danzatori. And
that's the one he's really creating a lot of attention, the Danzatori Pure of Heart colt.
Yes, well, he's a lovely grey athlete as well, and I can just see him scampering around this track next year this time.
Maybe with you as part owner?
Well, we're in the business of selling, Bart, and I hope the horse fetches a good price, but whatever he fetches, we'll be selling.
All right, John, well, good luck with your lots. I think the right information, you're going to top the sale. I hope it's a big price.
Keep our fingers crossed. Good luck to all the buyers.
Thanks, John. Thanks.
Thank you.
John Messara of Middlebrook Park Stud, and I think there's going to be a huge crowd here at the Gold Coast Sales and Convention Centre this afternoon for the opening selling and the Magic Million yearling sales. Well, the action in Brisbane yesterday was at Eagle Farm, and punters off on the right leg with the odds on pop. My Blue Kingdom successful, and a nice ride by Brian York.
Extreme outside, and he's starting to wind up pretty quickly. 300 metres to go. Selwyn has taken the lead from Excitable Lady, but not for long. Here's the favourite. Here comes My Blue Kingdom on the outside. He raced straight past them, left them standing, and he's home and hosed. My Blue Kingdom, he puts the whip on him, and he's charging away from them in the run to the post. My Blue Kingdom's going on to win it by 3 or 4 lengths. My Blue Kingdom first, Selwyn second, Excitable Lady third.
Second event for the 2-year-olds went to the 10-to-1 pop Wear the Crown. A protest lodged by the rider of the third place getter, Machine Gun Mike Pelling quickly dismissed, and a comfortable victory here, the Wear to the Crown.
Pull to the outside, making ground, and then Lady Sonara, look and listen. Wear the Crown is still the leader. He's gone for the whip on her. She's kicked. She's about 2 lengths in front now. She's 3 clear. The favourite's gone. It's Wear the Crown 4 lengths in front of Ballistic Messara, Machine Gun, and Wear the Crown's far too good in the run to the line. Wear the Crown goes on and wins it by 3 lengths. Look and listen got second, Machine Gun third.
The John Wallace stable threw in for a big win on Queensland newcomer I'm No Saint in the third. 5-to-1 bet, backed into 2-to-1 favouritism, I'm No Saint, and it was a cakewalk.
Blue Bounty, but both boys getting anxious and going for the whip. Silver Lure pulled to the outside, followed by Hoya Flight, Bernie, and warning down the outside. I'm No Saint's kicked at the 200-metre mark. In fact, he's exploded away from them. I'm No Saint. He got away. He's about 4 lengths in front. Silver Lure, Bernie on the outside, making ground, but the big plonk's home. I'm No Saint in front, drawing to the line. Zivaro Vitalight's flying home at the end, but I'm No Saint's going to win it by 3 lengths. I'm No Saint first, tight second and third. A photo between Voyager and the fast finishing Vitalight then.
Well, the bookmakers were reeling after the success of I'm No Saint, but they fought back with the victory by the 50-1 pop Sioux Set in a tremendous finish to the 4th event. Sioux Set just successful over Melissa Von.
In front of Tranajak, Bon Antonio just behind them. Sioux Set running on fairly well. Melissa Von to the outside and over the Blues, pulled out wide, starting to warm up now, and What a Wonder starting to make ground. Tranajak's moved up on the outside of No Fancy Frills, 150 metres to go. Sioux Set coming at him with Melissa Von. Over the Blues next on the outside. Melissa Von's going to be the one, I think. Melissa Von's hit the lead. Sioux Set going with her. Sioux Set's doing a bit better than her, and she's beaten her. It's Sioux Set first, Melissa Von second, tight third. Over the Blues or What a Wonder.
Plenty of cheers for Larry Olsen, the comeback jockey, when he was successful on Agana Gypsy in the 5th. A rails hugging ride and very cool under pressure at the finish. Olsen just hands and heels to score in a photo.
John joining in on the outside, and Delissa's running on gamely, so is Sonny's Gold. He's going for a run on the inside now on Agana Gypsy. There's not much room there. John's hit the lead. Now he's through on Agana Gypsy. Delissa's joining in on the outside. John's just in front of Delissa. Agana Gypsy coming at the pair of them. John, Agana Gypsy and Delissa. The 3 of them are going stride for stride. I think Olsen's going to do it. They hit it. Yes, he's won it. Agana Gypsy's got up on the inside and she's won. Brilliant ride by Olsen. Delissa a nose away second. John a head away third.
Great to see Larry Olsen back in the winning list in the city. It's going to be a very, very successful comeback, I'm sure. The next event went to the favourite Cheval Jazz, but not after a little bit of a fright for his backers, with Island Kingdom storming home to just fail.
Cheval Jazz nicely cleared, 300 metres out. He's 3 lengths in front of one down. Then Island Kingdom, Sheer Force and Leno Blanche. It's all Cheval Jazz past the 200. Cheval Jazz 3 lengths in front of Island Kingdom, then one down. Cheval Jazz in front. He's shaking him up close to home. Island Kingdom a length and a half off him and coming at him hard the last little bit. Cheval Jazz in front, hanging on. He's lasted. He's just won it. He's won it by a neck. Cheval Jazz first, Island Kingdom second, 4 lengths away third, one down.
He's a much improved horse, Cheval Jazz. That's 3 on the trot, and after a break he could be a little bit stronger and a better horse in 1987. The 7th event went to Bay Chateaurell, giving young Toowoomba apprentice Wayne Bryant his first city success.
Up on the outside, hit the lead from Double Win. They're clear of Bay Chateaurell, running on fairly well, and then Exclaim It's True and El Chodo. Schweno and Double Win there together. They're about a length in front of Bay Chateaurell, who's trying hard. It's Schweno just in front of Double Row. Bay Chateaurell coming at the pair of them. I think he's going to make it. This is going to be a super win if he does. Yes, he's got there. He's got up to win it. Bay Chateaurell first. Schweno second. Tight third. A photo. Double Row or Zip & Co.
The Wallace stable made it a very successful day when they took out the final event with the very promising Diver's Delight. It was just a shade too strong for I'm a Believer. It was given every chance by Brian York.
To the outside short measure. I'm a Believer is still the leader. 300 metres to go. Diver's Delight under the whip and struggling a little bit on the outside. Although he's gone for the whip now and I'm a Believer. I'm a Believer a half length in front of Diver's Delight. She's drifting out Diver's Delight. She's coming at I'm a Believer now. I'm a Believer and Diver's Delight. I'm a Believer. Diver's Delight. Diver's Delight. The outside grab the lead. Yes, she's going to win it. They hit the wire and Diver's Delight has been able to score. She wanted to hang out badly in the straight, but she still got the money. Diver's Delight first. I'm a Believer second. Pirelli might have got third. Just
very promising filly, Diver's Delight. It looks so she should go on and improve with further race experience. Well, that was the action from Eagle Farm yesterday. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the Sydney meeting from Rose Hill. Meeting in Sydney, and there was no joy for trainer Paul Sutherland up here at the Magic Million, with his representative Mother Duck finishing third after slightly missing the start. But he's in great form at Rose Hill with a winning treble. Took out the opening event with Sober Lad, who was in fact a Magic Million contender, but Sutherland elected to stay at home with him and with handsome rewards. Unfortunately, we can't show you the video of races 1 and 7 from Rose Hill. We pick up the action in the second event, which went to the Tommy Smith trained Picco, who scored a nice win here, defeating Marie Linden on Evandale Star.
Willara Prince taking a while to wind up. He's under heavy pressure, and then Picco followed by Olympic Flame at the 200. Like a Lunch is tackled by Evandale Star. Evandale Star took a narrow lead from Like a Lunch. The top weight is grinding home. Picco under his big weight. Evandale Star in front from Like a Lunch, and Picco on the outside is coming home the better. Picco finishing doggedly on the outside, and he's got there. Picco in the last stride by a nose to Evandale Star. A big run under the weight. Like a Lunch boxed on.
Smith was expected to take out the next event with Miss Keating, who was a short price favourite, but Twining was clearly too good.
Turn 500 metres out, and Miss Keating with the inside running shares the lead with Timely Move in the centre. Twining has travelled 3 and 4 deep all the way, and those three are in line as they turn for home. The first beaten, Timely Move, she gave up very feebly, and Twining has headed Miss Keating coming to the 200 mark. My Market Love at the head of the others. Twining's in front, Miss Keating under the whip is boxing on strongly, but no match for Twining. And Twining, a daughter of Twig Moss, is starting to draw right away in the last bit. Tracy Bartley keeping it going right to the line, and Twining trotted in over Miss Keating. My Market Love third, fourth Timely Move.
Gavin Duffy was successful in the fourth event on Flying Gypsy, but had to withstand a protest from Travelling Prayer.
Flying Gypsy, Orchestration, Charltonville, and Black Vintage last as they turn into the straight 400 out. Brindley's got a nice break and straightened up in front of Travelling Prayer with Sailor V trying to get off the rail. Then Palmyra Bay and Flying Gypsy on the outside, winding up as looming up very quickly now. Flying Gypsy went to them in a stride and headed Travelling Prayer at the 200 mark. Palmyra Bay trying to get between them. There's not a lot of room there. Flying Gypsy drew clear 100 metres out from Travelling Prayer and Palmyra Bay, and the Gypsy far too good and races away in the last bit to score well. Flying Gypsy won well over Travelling Prayer and Palmyra Bay with...
New Zealand rider Marie Linden is having a brief stint in Australia, and she was successful in the fifth event on Kanacea, scoring well from King Solo.
About to move up, will have to go 3 deep on the corner, followed by King Solo, China Garden, Strum and Volley Row. Into the straight on the Bay Mare, Kanacea well clear and led by about 4 lengths on stage, wide out, going into second place. Blazing Desires under pressure, and then King Solo and China Garden. Kanacea still in front at the 200 mark, and by golly, she's going to keep them busy. Kanacea 2 lengths in front of on stage under the big weight running on gamely. China Garden and Volley Row further out. Canacea's in front close to home, getting pretty tired. King Solo lunging at it, but Kanacea got there. What a ride! What a ride by the New Zealand lady Marie Linden. Kanacea beat King Solo and Volley.
In contrast to Kanacea's all-the-way win, it was Lady Zillah from well back in the sixth event, the second leg of a treble for the Sutherland stable.
Big run behind those leaders, and then Foreign Edition, Lady Zillah, and Reuters News tailed off as they turn, flattening for the run home, and Noble Roman led narrowly over Pleasant Flight. 2 lengths away, Vari's Ace and Foreign Edition. The grey horse now moves to a clear-cut third, Foreign Edition, and he's going out after the leaders as they come to the 200, where Foreign Edition has loomed to them quickly. Foreign Edition headed Pleasant Flight, Lady Zillah down the outside, running on gamely. Foreign Edition flat to the boards. Pleasant Flight kicks again, and Lady Zillah swamping them down the outside. Lady Zillah coming home better, and Lady Zillah got up to score in the last stride from Foreign Edition, which looked 4s on in the straight. Third, Pleasant Flight followed.
Well, I can assure you there was a big cheer went up at the Gold Coast ring after Lady Zillah successful. The Sutherland stable very pleased to get quick compensation for the defeat of Mother Duck. As we mentioned earlier, we haven't got the video of race 7 from Rose Hill. It was won by the Brian Mayfield Smith trained Advanced. Then the final event was the odds-on pop Merry Ruler, another from the Sutherland stable. Very, very promising galloper and never in doubt.
Look it up on the fence behind these leaders. Steel Bullet led as they turn over City Prince. Now the split comes between the 2 leaders, and Merry Ruler saw the opening and darted through to grab the lead at the 200 mark, and he quickly put 2 lengths on them. Merry Ruler shot away clear of City Prince and the American. It's all Merry Ruler. Tiley's going to ease him up in the last bit and give him a nice easy run down to the line, and Merry Ruler with a heap on the opposition, one with his ears pricked over the American. City Prince third, fourth Red Sails followed.
Easy one for the favourite Merry Ruler in the final event from Rose Hill. And look now at the double and treble information from the Sydney meeting yesterday, and the double numbers 4 and 11 paid $52.30. Centre, which is going to be the scene for the Magic Million yearling sale this afternoon, commencing at 1 p.m, and there's a big crowd already in here. The action from Melbourne yesterday was out at Sandown. It was a mixed day for the punters. I think the bookies generally had the better of it, but the opening event went to Garrison, who started 10-9 on. Had a bit of a battle, but in the end he scored by 3/4 of a length.
And Hello Melbourne got a length in front, hard-ridden. Garrison going up after him now from Norgwin Hunter, and then Beau Valiant under the whip. Garrison has got to Hello Melbourne, looks to be going much better, 300 to go, and they're well clear of Norgwin Hunter. Garrison and Hello Melbourne. Garrison given a touch with the whip, has put his head in front. Hello Melbourne fighting back very strongly, but Garrison getting the upper hand, drawing away, and Garrison wins a half length to Hello Melbourne. 4 lengths away, Norgwin Hunter, followed by Seas Right.
Well, Greg Hall has formed a very successful association with Rick Hall Lacey in recent weeks. They were successful here with Mystic Monarch.
500 to go. Wanderer's Dream was the leader. Binbinga gone up to its girth. Camden Brearville's third. Then our Oriel. Here's Cliffman coming at them on the outside very quickly. Next, Mystic Monarch, and then Mr. Jazz running greenly. Cliffman's grabbed the leaders. Binbinga took over. Cliffman's got it. Mystic Monarch coming at it from Mr. Jazz. 200 to go. Cliffman the leader, but is under the whip as Mystic Monarch comes at it, and Mr. Jazz out wide. Mystic Monarch got the lead from Cliffman, and Mr. Jazz with 100 to go. And Mystic Monarch is coming away on the line. It'll win by about 3 parts of a length. Cliffman might have got second. Then Mr. Jazz.
Third event went to Rancheetah, Rancher filly, starting heavily back favourite at 2 to 1, and she scored very impressively.
Goddess, a long gap to Marquetta's Pride, Cluster Lady, and Cosmos Serenade. Twisted Logic got up on the inside of Rancheetah, 3 lengths to Wings on her heels into the straight from Doxy, Mrs. Rumpole and Miss Mayo. But Rancheetah now quickly beat off Twisted Logic and shot away. Rancheetah, this very flashy filly's raced right away at the 200. 4 lengths to Twisted Logic, Wings on her heels, and then came Doxy. But Rancheetah's going to win very easily. Kept going, Rancheetah scores by about 4 or 5 lengths. Wings on her heels gets up for second. Third, Twisted Logic. Cluster Lady flew home next. Then Doxy.
Wicked Smile from the Colin Hayes stable took out the 4th event to fight a betting drift, 9 to 2 out to 7 to 1, but scored well from Shackle.
Wicked Smile, Nets is there, but it's been off the track. Here's Delac Road pulled out wide, then Atomic Fury, and Mr. Moe's made up a lot of ground from Shackle, then Acical, Roman Laurel in front in the straight, Wicked Smile out after it, Biscuitone coming down the outside, and Mr. Moe, if he goes straight, is running on well. Wicked Smile got to the lead from Hello Henry, Mr. Moe under the whip with 200 to go, and out wide at Delac Road and Acical, but 150 out, and Wicked Smile shot away. Acical and Delac Road coming home very late, and Shackle getting a split near the line. Wicked Smile getting tired, but it's going to win. 3 parts to Shackle. Acical was third. Mr. Moe just behind them.
The 20 to 1 chance Tavros sprinted home quickly to take out the 5th event, scoring from Burano, only a long neck in it at the finish.
Off the track. Precipice was next, and they're followed by Lord Vane and Sindari behind them. Into the straight they race. Seeger quickly grabbed Stock Avian, took the lead. Mighty Remington out after it with Torval, Shackle, Star. Then Lord Vane locked up on the inside and West Mayo out wide. Seeger got clear at the 200 from Torval on the outside. Shackle Star looking a threat. It's Seeger in front, however, from Shackle Star. West Mayo. Tavros is running on very well. Seeger still in front. Tavros, the outside, is gathering it up as they get near the post. And Tavros, I reckon, has got up the win. Tavros has just won it from Shackle Star, Seeger, and the fast-finishing Burano. Any one of those?
6th event went to another outsider, Show of Flowers at 25 to 1, scoring by a length from English Charm.
To take the lead from Annesley Rose and Nazalan. My Cambita coming off the fence 4th, and then came behind them Adrenalina. Next, Kamida Girl, Show of Flowers to the outside, Bavard Royale. 400 to go, Panorama Blue, tackled by Nazalan on the outside, who looks to be going pretty well. Show of Flowers running on. Then Annesley Rose can't go on. My Cambita is struggling. Fashionville and English Charm out wide with 200 to go. It's Panorama Blue, tackled by Show of Flowers, now the outside. English Charm coming home with Top of the Silks, but Show of Flowers went to the lead, and it's going on to win. English Charm has run second, maybe Nazalan third, with Top of the Silks coming home well out wide.
7th event went to Red Henry, who came from midfield at the home turn. He defeated Sapphire Lad by a length and a quarter.
Kale just in front from Greek Note as they near the turn into the straight. King Darius moving up quickly on the outside from Mandershot. Pulling to the outside now, Epicenter with a good run, and Red Henry wider out. They were followed further back, Red Opaque doing nothing from Glenferrie Flyer down the outside. 250 to go. Sapphire Lad's got the run on the rails to go to the lead. He's taken over now and drew a length and a half in front. Red Henry's grabbing it quickly. Glenferrie Flyer out wider on the track. Red Henry's grabbed Sapphire Lad, took the lead, and Red Henry goes on to win. Sapphire Lad second, third Glenferrie Flyer, 4th Red Opaque.
Well, that was the final event from Sandown yesterday. Look now at the double and treble information.
White Baroness, Princess Del
We've got one to go. Bolly's Girl taking out the final event from Vesterberg.
And Vesterberg has run to the lead as they straighten from White Baroness and Princess Del Sol. Revance was next, and Warreen now putting in a run, and they were followed by Christmas Hamper. Vesterberg went for home at the 300, got 2 lengths in front of Warreen, who's out after it. Here's Bowley's Girl with a big run out wide on the track, and Imperial Regina. Vesterberg in front, but Bowley's Girl's grabbing it at every stride from Warreen. It's Vesterberg grabbed by Bowley's Girl near the line. Bowley's Girl has taken the lead, and Bowley's Girl has won it from Vesterberg and Warreen, then Imperial Regina.
Well, that was the final event from Sandown yesterday. We'll look now at the TAB information for the Sandown fixture. And the double there, 16 and 4, paid $768.70. The treble 4, 16 and 4, paid $9,007.40. And the extra double from Sandown, 11 and 12, paid $978.70. Well, that's our racing segment this morning. Pat, I think I've got a bit of your money left over here. Do you think I should buy a yearling for you here this afternoon?
No, don't worry about it. Just...
Well, in the straight, 300 metres to go. The leader's running about a fair bit. It's Double Row. He's drifted 4 or 5 horses off the rails, but he's clear. It's Double Row. He's all over the track like a drunken sailor. He's about 2 in front of La Souris. Then Dine in Style. Double Row in front. He's continuing to run about badly, but he's going to be too good for them. Double Row hits the wire a length in front. Double Row first. Second, La Souris. Third, Coastal Champ.
And that winner, Double Row, has been most consistently part-owned by trainer Bill Naum, ridden yesterday by the Beaver, Stephen Schofield. Race 5, the Burnborough Handicap, and here we saw Dancing Poet run as favourite with Mendham Lad in the market.
350 to go. Here's Dancing Poet joining in quickly and racing to the lead on the outside, and Bo Zeppa's going with him. It's Dancing Poet and Bo Zeppa together. They're just in front of Al Jadati. They look as though they're going to fight it out. Bo Zeppa's going better than Dancing Poet. Bo Zeppa raced away from Dancing Poet. My Blue Kingdom flying home at the end, but Bo Zeppa's a little too good for them. Bo Zeppa wins it by a length. Dancing Poet second. My Blue Kingdom third.
That's 2 straight to Bo Zephyr, who's side by Gainsborough Lodger Zephyr Bay Stallion Black Zephyr. The winner is raced by Gold Coast committee man Jack Hander's side and is trained by former jockey Noel Doyle, and he's certainly racing in stout heart. That's Bo Zephyr. Race 7, the McConnell Holding Novice. March Sovereign raced with a bit through its mouth, and Imperial Copper, they were favourites.
He's kicked about a length in front of Mascot. Golden Reflection, March Sovereign next. Imperial Copper down the outside, but Sunsani's dashed away from them with 100 metres to go. He's got it won. He pulls the whip on him. He's far too good, Sunsani. He's racing on to score easily. Golden Reflection will get second. Yes, Golden Reflection second. Mascot maybe third, just in front of Imperial Copper.
And that winner, Sunsani, is raced well, trained by Noel Fisher and by Chief Sundance, who stands for Basil Nolan's out on the Darling Downs. Now time for the treble. 3 Double Row, 8 Bo Zephyr and 1 Sunsani, $339.50. The double of 8 and 1 paid $84.80. And yesterday's 6 pick, 318, double 16, Division 1 paid $7,024.15. And that's it for yesterday's action at Doomben. We'll be back after this break with all the Rose Hill action. Matter Cup. Next, Kiwi mare Limitless ran at 6 to 4 on.
Back towards the tail. Limitless has taken off to be about midfield as they turn for home. Into the straight, 400 out. Hot on Aces led Break Dancer, followed by K-Lan. Limitless wide out, not going quite as quickly as she did at Randwick the other day. In fact, he's pulled the whip on the mare. She looks to be struggling. Coming to the 200, Hot on Aces joined by Silver Award. Silver Award has raced up to head on Hot on Aces and Break Dancer, and Limitless racing like a tired mare today. But it's all Silver Award, and he's coming away, and gee whiz, he deserves that win. Silver Award streeted them, won by 5 lengths to Hot on Aces, and nose away third Break Dancer.
Well, the old grey is certainly better than he used to be, Silver Award. Race 5, the White City Welter, Fort Dennison, the favourite from the Smith stable at 9 to 4, heads them up as they turn for home.
Who's carted about 4 deep on the home turn. Max Treasure behind those, and then Wanavi and Maya Card blocked behind a wall of horses, and so is Digger Stakus. In the straight, 300 out, Fort Dennison giving plenty of cheek as well clear. In fact, he accelerated and kicked 2 lengths on Targlish with Stickler on the outside, running on well. Halfway down the straight, Fort Dennison well clear. Targlish making no impression, followed by Stickler. Maya Card is absolutely motoring home when it's all over, but Fort Dennison is too good and beat Targlish. And did you see Maya Card absolutely jumping out of the ground in third place?
Fort Dennison now set for the Newmarket Handicap and Oakley Plate. Race 7, the Argyle Welter. Lunch on Sunday as the favourite.
And that allowed Grelette to pop off the fence and go out after the leader. Grelette is now ranging up to Path to Glory as they come to the 250 mark. Amarul starting to run on strongly with Lunch on Sunday, but Grelette shot clear. Grelette is clear and full of running halfway down the straight. Hi-Ho Fury coming out of the pack is running on strongly, but Grelette is holding Hi-Ho Fury. Grelette in front, Hi-Ho Fury trying to reach him. Grelette is in front and he'll win. Grelette by a half length to Hi-Ho Fury. Its lunchtime has come from Stone.
That's another Rose Hill trained galloper, Grelette, prepared by Jack Denham, ridden by Brett Grant, beautifully bred by Baguette out of former top race mare Gretel. Now it's time for the double, treble and extra double from Rose Hill yesterday. The double on 7 and 12, Fort Dennison and Grelette, $23.90. The treble, 3, 7 and 12, $158.90. And the extra double there, $8 sterling, and 1 Groucho paid $18.40. Now it's back for Moonee Valley action, where rider Greg Hall certainly had the best of the day, riding a winning double. Race 5, the first leg of the treble, was the Cacallo handicap. Hunter's Ace, 7-2 into 9-4, was favourite from In Control.
Dream in the tank, and Tamar Moon's going to win by a long space. Tamar Moon goes down to win by nearly 4 lengths. Hunter's Ace second, ahead to In Control.
A case of age shall not weary them for Bob Skelton on Tamar Moon. Race 6, the Coca-Cola handicap, Bondoro and Share the Feeling headed quotes.
Then Dexterous running home hard down the outside, but too late, and Ballarto Boy's going on to win it well. Ballarto Boy's won 1.25 lengths to Lakeworth.
Now for the Pakenham Cup for Ballarto Boy. Race 8, the Diet Coke handicap, Judges' Rule was favourite from Lord Scotia.
These leaders, and Burnt Horizon coming at them too, and then Orlandi Star down the outside. Burnt Horizon got to the lead with 200 to go. It's coming away. Burnt Horizon's going to win, and win easily.
And Burnt Horizon did certainly do that. He won easily, and Burnt Horizon burnt grass that time. He's now being set for the $121,000 Oakley Plate in early February. Time for the trebles details: 2, 10 and 9. Tamar Moon, Ballarto Boy and Burnt Horizon. That treble paid well, $872.30. The double on 10 and 9, $116.20. And the extra double there in Moonee Valley, 1 Caronay and 9 Shannon Bell, paid $22.80. And don't forget, if you're involved in the racing industry, of supporters. He was able to get home on intent. A bit of drama there. He had to survive a protest, but the punters really let up a cheer when that protest was dismissed. Ken Russell is a very close friend and arch rival. Wasn't overawed by the appearance of Williams at Eagle Farm, because Ken took the riding honours with a winning treble. He's riding in superb form, and 3 excellent displays to score on Perfume and Lace, on the Boil, and impressively in the final event on Bit of a Lark. First leg of the treble action from Eagle Farm yesterday went to Robian Steel, who's an underrated 3-year-old. He's in 3rd place at this stage, moving up quickly to head off the leaders.
300 metres to go. Selwyn has taken the lead, but tackled immediately by Robian Steel, and Robian Steel has shot away 200 metres out. He's kicked. He's about 2 in front of Ima Mica, now moving to 2nd, then Selwyn and Arch Sovereign, but it's Robian Steel in front with 100 metres to go. Schofield gives him a couple of cracks with a weapon. He's too good for Ima Mica and Selwyn, and Robian Steel goes to the post, scores easily. Ima Mica 2nd, 4 lengths away 3rd, Selwyn, then...
A feature of the betting on the second leg of the treble was a plunge on Distancia, who firmed in from 5-2 to start 6-4. He was very disappointing. He's a widest run at this stage and well beaten. The winner's King Show, moving up quickly in the lime green colours.
King Show is joining in on the outside. Birdie Bay still the leader. King Show coming at him pretty quickly now. King Show's going like a winner. He loomed up on the outside, hit the front. King Show just in front of Birdie Bay, who's kicking again. King Show and Birdie Bay, they're going stride for stride. King Show's going better. He's going to win it. King Show first. King Show has beaten Birdie Bay, whomsoever 3rd.
Final leg of the treble from Eagle Farm, and there'll be John Wallace stable again. No luck here for them with the defeat of the odds-on favourite Imperial Copper, who's travelling like a winner at this stage. He heads off the leader, but quickly after him is On the Boil, with Ken Russell confidently going past the favourite.
After Imperial Copper, and he's coming home strongly too. On the Boil, 200 metres to go. On the Boil's hit the lead. Murphy's gone for the whip on the favourite. On the Boil's going better than him at the moment. On the Boil about a length in front of Imperial Copper, then Money's Easy and Voyager, but On the Boil is too good in the run to the post, and On the Boil goes on and wins easily. On the Boil first, Imperial Copper 2nd.
Well, they were the treble highlights from Eagle Farm yesterday, and now the TAB information from the Eagle Farm meeting. And 5 and 4 with the double numbers, $34.40. A good dividend for the treble combination of 7, 5 and 4, $158.30. And the 6-pick from Eagle Farm, 7, 5, 5, 4 and 1. Division 1 paying $337.15.
In Sydney, the action was at Randwick, and Kerry Packer's had a big week. He picked up a few billion with the sale of a TV network we won't mention, and yesterday his horse Easter was successful in the final leg of the Randwick treble. But the first leg went to Sweet Val at 50 to 1. Had the bookies cheering here. Sweet Val, the widest runner as they worked their way down the straight, defeated Listen Easy, who's the leader over on the inside.
Narrow lead over Red Shoelaces. Harapan Jaya lugging off the track. Irish Maiden coming through in the centre, and then Sweet Val at the 200 mark. Listen Easy in front of Red Shoelaces. Sweet Val right out on the outside of the track looks the danger. It's Sweet Val going after Listen Easy. Sweet Val under the arches, grabbed the lead close to home, and Sweet Val is too good and came away to beat Listen Easy. It's a great go for third.
A narrow but very impressive performance by Mountebank to take out the fifth event, the very, very promising three-year-old from the Brian Mayfield Smith stable. He's moved up, the horse with the hood and the blue colours. He's done it very tough throughout, but shows great courage to score narrowly.
200 mark from Move Closer and Stay Bright, who are kicking on strongly. Mountebank's a half length in front of Move Closer and Stay Bright. Move Closer kicking again. Mountebank and Move Closer, the pair of them come to the line absolutely locked together. I think Move Closer has come again to win it, a nose to Mountebank, but a phenomenal run, Mountebank.
Here comes Kerry. Easter's leading the way as they turn for home. He accelerates from this point from the 350 metre mark, dashes away and puts the race beyond doubt.
The top weight's giving plenty of cheek. Easter, in fact, he kicked away. Easter booted away 2 lengths or more in front of Four Papa. Further out left ashore, followed by Olympic Flame, but Easter's a mile in front with 100 to go. This little boy's done a great job on Easter, and Easter too classy for them. Winner of a Champion Stakes, Easter bolted in. Commercial Balance has come from absolute last to run second with Four Papa in third spot.
2 in a row for Easter, who's come up very well this campaign. Now the TAB information from Randwick, and 2 and 1, the double there, $23.40. 12, 2 and 1, the treble, $1,612.40. And the extra double from Randwick, 5 and 1, paid $72.50. In Melbourne, the action was at Caulfield, and the first leg of the treble down there provided a long shot winner with Sejuna successful. Would have been a good thing beating Sejuna. He was held up just after they straightened, but switched around the leader's heels at the 200 metres mark. He went to the line too well for Sapphire Lad.
As Sapphire Lad went up to Lakeworth, they're a length and a half in front of Noble Tinjar and Sejuna getting out, and then came Red Opaque with about 100 metres to go. Sapphire Lad put his head in front. Sejuna's coming at him on the outside. Sapphire Lad in front. Sejuna's coming home the better, and they go to the line, and there's a boil over. Sejuna's got up and won it from Sapphire Lad and Lakeworth.
The 12 to 1 pop Arch of Victory successful in the fifth event in the red and orange colours with a powerful finish down the outside to score decisively.
Conquest the outside, Escondida. Bells are calling, and Vividly Out Wider is under the whip from Arch of Victory and Delac Road as they go past the 200. Prismatic Star in front. Here's Arch of Victory and Normandy Conquest picking it up. It's Prismatic Star tackled by Arch of Victory near the line. Arch of Victory's going home the best, and Arch of Victory's gone to the line to win from Prismatic Star. A flying performance. Northern Copy's got up for third, and
final leg went to Dexterous, who landed some good bets, firming in from 10 to 1 to start 6 to 1. A very confident Gary Willett's hands and heels to the line to score well.
Dexterous looking for a run in the straight now. Bin Binger, All Smoke, the leaders from Aquastar. Dexterous pull to the outside. Triple Try Affected's got through. Dexterous out wide, and Emulous getting up on the fence. They're going to fight it out. Dexterous out wide has taken the lead. Aquastar going with it with 100 metres to go, but Dexterous is just in front and it'll win. Dexterous has won it. About ahead to Aquastar, ahead to Emulous third.
That was the Caulfield treble. Now the TAB information for the Melbourne meeting, and 2 and 11, the double numbers are $118.90. Plenty of value in the treble. 9, 2 and 11 paid $9,811.90, only if you got it. 11 and 2, the extra double, paid $44.50. Well, that's our abbreviated racing segment this morning. Naturally, with the tennis, we had to shorten our segment. We hope to be back. Rendu beaten again at odds on yesterday, 5 to 1 on for the Rendu supporters who bit the dust yesterday. That's twice he's been beaten at odds on this campaign, but I wouldn't write him off just yet. The circumstances of the race went against him yesterday. His trainer Graham Loader is going to press ahead
with plans to go to Sydney, and I think against his own age down there, possibly over a little bit longer than 1350 metres, he'll really shine again. Opening event at Doomben yesterday went to Shane Scriven on the newcomer Gold Hassel. The favourite here was very disappointing, 5-4, ridden by Kerry Smith. Sons Riviera was always wide. Gold Hassel's in front at this stage, was challenged in the straight by Princess Splendid, but was clearly too good.
Sons Riviera 5 wide, coming around the home turn and chasing those leaders. Then Lady Carson. Gold Hassel is the leader. Princess Splendid coming at Gold Hassel. The favourite struggling a little bit back in 5th place under the whip. It's Gold Hassel the leader. Princess Splendid trying hard on the outside. Then Marilla, Sons Riviera and Treat Me Fast. Oh, Princess Splendid bucked, almost dislodged the jockey. Gold Hassel raced away and won. Gold Hassel won it by a length and a half. Princess Splendid, I think, is held second. Yodeling Boy third. Then
noted there that Princess Splendid did buckle under the whip from Jamie Bayliss about the 100 metres mark, but I felt the winner Gold Hassel clearly had her measure at that stage. Nevertheless, I think Princess Splendid is one to follow. A little bit more ground than 1,010 metres, and she should soon break through. Second event was the Star Kingdom novice, and victory here to Pioneer Valley. Well-deserved victory. He's been placed on a number of occasions in novice class at recent starts. He's had a month off since his previous run, and I think freshened up. He was able to handle the opposition here over 1,010 metres. I think his forte is a bit more than this. Princess Who was given every chance by Shane Scriven. There's a fall here in about the 100-metre mark. Exclaim dislodges rider Gus Philpott.
Then Princess Who's Song of Fire, Tully's Blue, Pioneer Valley and Sky Bliss. 300 metres to go. Black Roman has taken the lead. Smart and Lucky trying hard. Rwanda Moore's kicking again on the inside. Princess Who, and here comes Pioneer Valley flying home. Pioneer Valley dashed up to those leaders, grabbed the lead. Oh, there's a fall. Exclaim down. Pioneer Valley grabbed the lead from Princess Who, and he's won. Pioneer Valley first, Princess Who's second, Tully's Blue third.
Well, fortunately, rider Gus Philpott escaped injury there in his tumble from Exclaim, who was in a pretty good position. I think he was going to be in the prize money if he wasn't going to score. I think that would be a little bit doubtful, but certainly I think he would have been placed. Gus Philpott very, very fortunate. Third event was the Star Affair novice, and Clary's Hope, who was patiently ridden by Peter Losh, came from second or third last at the home turn to completely overwhelm the opposition. Totem Law and March Sovereign fought out the minor placings. I thought March Sovereign had every chance. He's the grey, moving up into a close third position at this stage. He shot clear soon after, but was cut down at the 100-metre mark.
Running on strongly. Then Totem Law, Rundle Prince behind them, looking for the way clear. He's trying to squeeze up on the inside of Dine in Style. They've got 250 metres to go, and March Sovereign hit the lead. March Sovereign in front. Here's Clary's Hope coming from nowhere on the outside. March Sovereign in front of Clary's Hope. Totem Law making ground. Clary's Hope is swamping March Sovereign. Yes, he grabbed him, raced to the lead, moved away and won it by almost a length. It's Clary's Hope first, Photo second and third, March Sovereign and Totem Law. Not much in it for second.
Crown Witness running on strongly late in the race to finish fourth. He might be one to follow in novice class. Then came the Todman Flying, and it was victory here to 17-year-old Toowoomba apprentice Wayne Bryant, who showed plenty of nous in the early stages. He took Ima Roman to the front. The favourite Rendu settled in the box seat, but it was obvious before the home turn that David Murphy was getting a little worried about being pocketed. He eased back and moved out 3 wide. The favourite probably had his chance in the straight, but the tempo of the race didn't suit him, and Ima Roman was able to just hold him off. Palace Intrigue ran on solidly with the favourite to be only a nose away third.
Second. Now Rendu coming to the outside of Palace Intrigue. He's 3 deep as they straighten up. Crawford is next on the outside, then Superior Vintage and November Gold. Ima Roman the leader, Palace Intrigue running second. Rendu in third place on the outside, still giving the leader about 2 lengths. Ima Roman in front. He's hard at work on Rendu. He's forced to go for the whip on him. He's starting to struggle a little bit. Ima Roman in front now. Rendu and Palace Intrigue coming at Ima Roman. They hit it. Ima Roman, I think, has just lasted. It's close. I'd say Ima Roman has just beaten Rendu and Palace Intrigue. Then
Well, Ima Roman's not noted as a pacemaker in his races, but I think Brian's tactics in going to the lead early certainly paved the way for that victory yesterday. We'll show you the slow-mo now of the final stages. And Ima Roman, who had stolen a 1.5 lengths break just after they straightened, is still clear at the 200 metres mark. Now, it's Palace Intrigue, the horse in the centre. Now, it's Rendu. Murphy still going hands and heels soon after he goes for the whip, but it's Ima Roman still a length clear, and these place getters cut him back in the last 50 metres. You'll notice Rendu and Palace Intrigue really working to the line strongly, but Bryant able to get Ima Roman home I thought Rendu's effort was solid nevertheless. He's beaten only a head there. He's a 3-year-old racing older horses and giving most of them weight, and I think it was a pretty creditable performance. I think he'll certainly show his true wares when he gets down to Sydney. We'll take up 7 sports scene as we continue our review of the Doomben meeting yesterday, and the feature event on yesterday's card was the $20,000 Rothmans Chinatown Stakes for the 2-year-olds. It went to the favourite Wear the Crown, a heady ride by Carl Simons. He was trapped a bit deep in the early stages. He hustled the filly up, took over the role of pacemaker, and he was able to steady in the middle stages and then shoot away before the home turn. The filly had the race in her keeping a long way from home, but I like the run of the runner-up Grand Slam. Now he's last at this stage, coming wide, and watch his finishing burst. He really takes a lot of ground away from the favourite.
Slam and Grecian Agent. She's left them standing as they turn for home. Wear the Crown. She bounded away 3 or 4 lengths in front. In second place is Jump the Rattler, Grand Slam, Perfume and Lace making ground on the outside, but Simons is content to ride this filly hands and heels. She's well clear. Wear the Crown. Now he gives her a couple of cuts with the whip. She's stopping close to the line. Grand Slam's making ground, but Wear the Crown is too good, and she wins by 2 lengths. Wear the Crown first, Grand Slam second, third probably Jump the Rattler just in front.
Well, Connections now have a couple of options open to them with Wear the Crown, who's unbeaten in 3 starts. She can either go to Sydney immediately and take on the Golden Slipper lead-ups, or stay here and run in the Chandlers and the Coca-Cola Stakes, 2 very rich races coming up at Doomben, and perhaps the latter course may be the best for that filly at this stage. The 6th event yesterday, punters took short odds about Never Aware. They had plenty of worries. He got there in the last bound, but Ken Russell was able to lift him home ahead of Gusty, who was well ridden out in front by Shane Scriven. Never Aware coming from 6th or 7th place at the home turn.
After Gusty, all one in trouble, almost came down Sunalea. Anaerobic Princess running third, Lady of the Realm to the outside, and now Russell bringing the favourite to the extreme outside, Never Aware, and he's starting to wind him up. Gusty's in front, 150 metres to go. Gusty a length in front of Turf Kingdom. Never Aware slowly but surely making ground on them. It's Gusty in front. Never Aware is flying home at the end. Gusty's just in front of Never Aware. They hit it, and it's close. Very tight between Gusty and Never Aware. Little between the pair of them. Take your own pick. Turf Kingdom third.
Well, that was a finish which tricked just about everyone at Doomben yesterday, even the riders involved there. Shane Scriven and Ken Russell thought Gusty may have just lasted on the inside. We'll show you the slow-mo now of the favourite powering home on the outside. Now, this is inside the 100 metres mark, and still Gusty 3 parts of a length clear. Watch Russell lifting the favourite. Scriven's horse is just dying, Gusty, but Never Aware on the outside. And as they come to the line, it still appears as though Shane Scriven is in front of Ken Russell, but Never Aware with his nose just able to reach out and tip out Gusty by a matter of centimetres. But a very deceptive finish there to the 6th event, and much to the relief of punters who took the short odds about the favourite, it was Never Aware getting the verdict. Shane Scriven, in fact, asked to view the photo finish print before correct weight was declared, and he was amazed that his horse Gusty was beaten. 7th event was the Crewman Graduation, and Mascot breaking through here. Jamie Bayliss reduced his weight down to a featherweight yesterday, and that enabled him to get home. He's been a little bit suspect over shorter distances, but yesterday with the lightweight and able to dictate the terms out in front. Even though he'd steered a little bit of a wide course in the straight, he was clearly too good for his opposition. River Road and On Your Own battled on well. On Your Own in particular, he's in brown and white colours, 2nd or 3rd last at this stage, coming 1 from the outside. His was a good run.
Then Around the Moon, Supreme Walk, followed by On Your Own, who's now pulled to the outside, making up ground with Belmont Air. Mascot's the leader. Lockmate into 2nd place, then River Road. On Your Own on the outside. Mascot's in front. River Road's flying on the inside. On Your Own making ground the outside, but it's Mascot holding them at bay. Mascot's too good. He ducked out badly right on the line, but he's won. Mascot first. A photo finish 2nd and 3rd. River Road or On Your Own.
Well, that was a good performance by young Bayliss on the pacemaker Mascot there, because his horse is very hard to handle, and you would have noticed just on the home turn he's inclined to wobble out a little bit, and again in the straight he was heading for a bit of an erratic course, but Bayliss kept his calm and was able to keep him going. Now, the run of the race from On Your Own is the horse on the outside of Mascot, just switching back inside his heels there on the line, but On Your Own is certainly one to follow in this class. He was well back on the home turn. He was awkwardly drawn, and Mike Pilling had to go back near the tail of the field to get in, and I thought his effort coming from so far back was very, very good, and he's a smart 3-year-old. Final event was the Bletchingley Graduation, and the punters were left lamenting here. It was regarded by most as a match between Arbalest and Island Kingdom. They started equal favourites at 2-1. Both missed a placed. Arbalest was pressured up front and he weakened from the home turn. Island Kingdom very disappointing. He looked to have every chance, and in the last 100 metres he lost a lot of ground to miss a place. The winner here was Sansani, who was well ridden by Kim Bell. Sansani, the mare, travelling very easily in 3rd place place at this stage, behind the leaders Bay Chateaurell and Arbalest.
Followed by Shock, and then on the Boyle, Eckelby, Jazz Talk and Capro Khan is last. Arbalest has gone to the lead, 250 metres to go. Sunsani's the first to grab him. On the Boyle coming at the pair of them. Island Kingdom is struggling. Sunsani and On the Boyle, they're going to fight it out. It's Sunsani in front of On the Boyle. Sunsani a neck in front of On the Boyle, and then Capro Khan. Sunsani in front, they hit the wire. Sunsani's won. Sunsani beat On the Boyle. Capro Khan may have got third. Then Jazz.
It's been a most underrated mare, Sunsani. Her form has been very consistent this campaign, and nice to see Kim Bell scoring again in the metropolitan area. He's received only limited opportunities. He certainly made every poster winner on Sunsani at her past 2 starts. Now the TAB information for Doomben, and the double numbers were 1 and 11 paid $16.80, 2, 1 and 11 the treble $315 even. We'll take a break. We'll have 6 pick first, 2, 5, 1, 1, 11 and 9. No one picking up Division 1. I would imagine Clary's Hope knocked quite a few out in the first leg of the 6 pick. Division 2, $278.90. Division 3, about Jim Cassidy on English Garden in the opening event. Just had a few worries after they straightened. Cassidy was in a pocket. He was fortunate he was able to ease the Twigmoss filly back and come around the heels of the leaders, and still had time to get her balanced up and go to the line very strongly. It was a performance of a pretty smart filly. She's from the Les Bridge stable. Gavin Duffy, who's the stable jockey for Bridge, normally rides most of their runners, but he was on the 3rd place getter here, Golden Adventure, a last start winner at the Gold Coast. Now it's Golden Adventure in front, English Gardens, the filly 3rd. You know, watch Cassidy angling for a run between the leaders, but has to walk out of it and come around their heels.
In the straight, 250 out, Latrila's level with Golden Adventure. He's had to switch to the outside of the pair of them on English Garden. She's taking a while to pick up. Latrila's pinched a break, but English Garden is going after Latrila now. Latrila still in front. English Garden having a struggle to pick up the leader. She's coming home better, grabs the lead about 50 metres out, and English Garden came away to beat Latrila. The Smoke in 3rd place as they turned for home.
Smoke, who took out the 2nd event, 10s into 15 to 2. He's the baldy horse coming between the leaders, and he goes right on with the job to defeat Groucho comfortably.
On Smoke, who's running a bit of a race, and wide out Simply Fine. Smoker's coming at Groucho at the 200 mark with Simply Fine running on well. Groucho still in front. Smoke on the outside is about level with him now. Desperately ridden. Smoke put the head in front of Groucho. Smoke punched hard, is drawing away in the last bit, and there's a great win. Smoke beat Groucho with
3rd event, and some good bets landed here also when Schofield, a newcomer, was successful. He started well backed at 9 to 2. He's clear at this stage. The favourite Majestic Drums had every chance to run him down.
Drawn to the lead. Majestic Drums won't give up. He's boxing on strongly. Further out is Royal Sydney. Schofield again is tackled by Majestic Drums on the outside. Schofield in front. Majestic Drums trying desperately to pick him up, but Schofield is holding him now. In fact, Schofield came away in the last bit to win at a length to Majestic.
A pretty decisive victory there to Schofield. As much as 16 to 1 was bet about him in the interstate ring at Doomben yesterday. His general opening quote in Sydney was 5 to 1. He started a very, very solid 9 to 2 chance, and that caused bookmakers to take a few risks with Mick Dittman's mount Majestic Drums. At this stage, Schofield's clear, but it looked like the favourite had a chance of picking him up. You'll notice Dittman in the blue colours really working hard on Majestic Drums, but Schofield, a very good training performance this, prepared by John Morris, a former foreman for Bart Cummings, and he turned this horse out in great style. In the last little bit, he was comfortably holding the favourite Majestic Drums, and I think there's certainly a big future ahead for Schofield. He looks a smart youngster. The second one, Majestic Drums, no slouch, so that was a good effort by the newcomer Schofield. 4th event went to Greg Knock on Amarul. The former Queenslander Grey Aztec ran a nice race in this. He wasn't far away at the finish, 3rd. He had a pretty good run in the race. He's the grey horse, won from the outside. He looked a winning chance at this stage. Amarul clear. Grey Aztec works to the line nicely, with Hi-Ho Fury just beating him for 2nd.
Running on strongly, Grey Aztec and then Hi-Ho Fury. At the 200 mark, Amarul is well clear. Grey Aztec getting into 2nd place, making little headway. Maltese Red can't do any better. Amarul holding them all at bay as they get near home, and Amarul will hang on and win. Hi-Ho Fury raised another effort to get 2nd with Grey Aztec in 3rd place.
Jim Cassidy's an outstanding rider over any distance, but he excels in distance races. Here he's successful on Olympic Flame. He's in a close 2nd spot at this time, and a very confident ride by Cassidy.
For the inside from Bail Up, down the outside now is Flying Gypsy with a well-timed run. Clear Picture is tackled by Olympic Flame. Flying Gypsy's boxing on. Volley Valley Road can't win. Olympic Flame went to the lead at the 150. It's got the race well. It's clear of Clear Picture. They're 2 lengths on Flying Gypsy, but Olympic Flame right out in the centre of the track is proving too good, and Olympic Flame wins the money. Olympic Flame first, Clear Picture second, Tide Go third. Into the straight for
5 in the 6th event, but punters couldn't settle on the right one. Wing Commander at 20 to 1, the outsider of the field. The grey in second spot, just taking over, is successful from Pleasant Flight.
5 of them, and here's a go. Wing Commander in front of Picata, sticking on Pleasant Flight. 3 outs about to join them. Vari's Ace can't come on at the moment from Manuan. It's Wing Commander and Pleasant Flight together. Picata's coming again. Wing Commander just in front of Pleasant Flight as they reach the line, and Wing Commander, the bolter's got up. Wing Commander's got up to...
7th was the welter, and the very consistent True Reason went on his winning way. He's in close second place in yellow colours. He sprints from this point and has the race in his keeping. The grey Durai Blue battled on well.
Water's hitting top gear. True Reason raced past indentation at the 250. Durai Blue's under the whip struggling. Likewise as Joe Ordu, followed by Fairy Prince and Reuters News. True Reason is the leader at the 100. He's got them done to a dinner. He's clear of Durai Blue and Fairy Prince running on, but it's True Reason again, and True Reason scores easily.
It was the favourite in the final event, On the Bay, with a well-timed run. He's the horse in blue colours and the red cap, the widest runner. He keeps coming in the final 200 to just beat Faith in Me.
On the Bay with a big run down the extreme outsiders going after these leaders. Dugald is joined on the inside by Faith in Me, with On the Bay trying to get the pair of them. It's Dugald and Faith in Me. On the Bay on the outside. Faith in Me, Dugald, On the Bay. Faith in Me, On the Bay. On the Bay on the outside did best, and On the Bay got there.
That was the final event at Rose Hill yesterday, and the punters on target in the last with the favourite On the Bay successful. Now the TAB information for the Sydney meeting. 4 and 1 the double, $11.20. 9, 4 and 1 the treble, $378.20. And the extra double from Rose Hill, 6 and 6, paid $61.50. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene. Come back and have a look at a couple of very good performances from Flemington. Classy performances. One from Ravenel, the VRC Derby winner last spring, who made a triumphant return in the Debonair Stakes, and a very good performance by Dazzling Duke to take out the Chester Manifold. The Queenslander Vo Rogue ran a mighty race for third in the Debonair Stakes. He made all the pace out in front. In fact, at one stage he's 4 or 5 lengths clear. It looked as though he was going to drop right out of the race in the home straight, but he battled on very strongly to just miss second placing by centimetres, and that was a very good performance at his first start in the South. He started at 40 to 1, but I don't think those odds will be available next time if he runs in similar class. Opening event at Flemington yesterday was the hurdle. It went to Malvita, who jumped pretty well. He was the one to beat at the home turn. He was in a very close position and second on the outside here. He's just going to the lead. Italian Verdict made a very determined bid. Italian Verdict is in 4th place at this stage. He runs on solidly to fail by only a half neck.
As they went over it, Italian Verdict in the centre, knuckled at it, but is running on well under the whip, and then Cobbler Boy, nothing else in it. One to jump, Malvita about 3 in front as he draws to it, travelling nicely. Given a crack with the whip, he's over it well. 2 lengths to Italian Verdict. Coming at him on the outside, and there followed by Long Range. It's Malvita in front under the whip with 100 to go. Italian Verdict is trying very hard, showing a lot more determination today, but won't quite get there. Malvita about a half neck Italian Verdict, 6 lengths to Long Range third. Lost Kingdom given a bit more range.
The Retainer in the second event, the Mollison Quality. Retainer 3 out, cruising up towards the leaders at this stage, and goes on with the job to defeat Marwong by a length and a half.
Lost Kingdom, Mondoet and Retainer. Lost Kingdom struggling on the inside. Retainer put its head in front of Mondoet. Buddy Boy and Marwong starting to run on. It's Retainer in front, coming at it quickly. Marwong, Retainer a length in front, however. Marwong in second place, and then Buddy Boy, but Retainer, hands and heels, goes on to win. A length and a half to Marwong, third placing to Buddy Boy. At the
Darren Gauci and Julep successful in the third event, defeating the favourite Miami Vice, who's in front over on the fence. Julep's about 5 out, the chestnut filly with the white cat, and Gauci just going for the whip at this stage.
Miami Vice in front, Julep's rider went for the whip, throws out the challenge immediately. Faithful Thought getting through in the centre, Miami Vice and Julep together. Julep put its head in front of Miami Vice, and then Faithful Thought, and Julep's coming away. Wins by a length and a half to Miami Vice, a neck Faithful Thought. Into the straight.
Very promising filly, Julep, and Pseudonym Miss. A very good performance in the 4th. She's blocked behind a wall of horses at this stage in black colours with a white cap. Harry White gets into the clear, and Pseudonym Miss rattles home.
My picture, neither can get clear. Show of Flowers work to the front at the 300. Led narrowly from Annesley Rose. My Cambita, Fashionville pushing through. Wider out on the track, then came Pseudonym Miss. It's got out. Grabbed them in a stride, Pseudonym Miss, and it's all over. Pseudonym Miss, the weight steps, walked in at the finish. A length and a half to Happy View got second. Third, Fashionville, British
The
Steel.
Debonair Stakes, and it's Raveneau moving up stylishly towards the leaders at this stage. He kicks soon after to get clear. British Steel and Vogue the place getters, and look for Myocard coming from well back.
Raveneau in front. On the outside, Foamy Ocean, Warned running on fairly wider out on the track. And down the outside, British Steel with a big run. Raveneau got clear. British Steel is battling on strongly on the outside. Myocard can't get out, but Raveneau by 2 lengths. British Steel trying to wear it down the danger on the outside, but Raveneau holding them safely at bay. Vogue's battling on 2. Raveneau has won it by about 1.5 lengths.
Well, that's a great performance by Raveneau. As I mentioned, he was the Derby winner last spring, his first run of the autumn. He looks set for a very good carnival. But we want to highlight the run here of 2 horses, probably Vogue's effort from a Queensland viewpoint, very important, holding on for third. Now, as they come towards the tower, Vogue's in second place, tiring, looked as though he's going to drop out. But have a look for Myocard. He's in about 8th or 9th place, towards the outside of the field in the white colours. Look at the ground he makes up in the last 100 metres. It takes him 1.5 hours to wind up, but he really whooshes to the line. It's Raveneau eased down to win well, but Myocard in a very threatening 4th place, and I think next time out over more ground than 1,400 metres, Myocard's really going to shine. He might be an Australian Cup hope towards the end of February, early March. The 6th event went to Peckham, ridden by Darren Gauci. It's a 2,500 metre event. At the 200 metres, it looked as though Peckham was cramped for room. He's the chestnut horse with an awkward galloping style and blinkers. They get very close together at the 200 metres, but he was able to outplug Mr. Jazz.
Running on, Bretton Woods couldn't win. It's Game Trooper at the 300 by 2.5 lengths to on the outside, Mr. Jazz. He's starting to come home strongly now from Peckham. Stop snoozing. Bretton Woods is nearly last. With 300 to go, Mr. Jazz the outside, Peckham the centre, and Game Trooper. This one's running off the track. Peckham taking Mr. Jazz out, but it's gone to the lead, Peckham and in a big improvement, Peckham has won at 1/2 length to Mr. Jazz. Game Trooper third. And
a staying performance by Peckham, but a great sprinting effort here from Dazzling Duke in the Chester Manifold. In hands and heels, he defeated Carlisle Ben by a length.
And also Burano from Eureka Stockade, Red Henry struggling, and Carlisle Ben. Celtic Air kicked away again about a length to Dazzling Duke, and Carlisle Ben coming at them at the 300 metre mark. Burano trying to get out. Carlisle Ben has moved up with Dazzling Duke to go to the lead. Dazzling Duke just in front of Carlisle Ben. Celtic Air Stable Gossip getting out too late, and Dazzling Duke's won it by about a length to probably Carlisle Ben second.
Dazzling Duke had only a length margin at the finish, but Wayne Trelaw was just hands and heels. He had 57 kilos, and I think he was just being a little lenient on him towards the line, so perhaps that winning effort was a bit better than the length margin would suggest. We'll show you the slow-mo in a minute. Wayne Trelaw at this stage in the hooped sleeves. He's in front on Dazzling Duke. A few of these runners were caught up in a scrimmage about the 400 metre mark and didn't have a lot of room. Stable Gossip was one who does well to finish up in 5th place. Burano another in 4th, but you can see Dazzling Duke, Trelaw's just letting him run to the line, hands and heels, and under 57 kilos. That was a very, very classy performance. The final event at Flemington yesterday went to Joker, who was always going to be hard to beat from the home turn. He was about 3 or 4 lengths off the lead, but he was working into the race nicely. And when he went on to score from Markeo and Solar Aspect.
In the straight now, and Makeo has gone up to this leader, Solar Aspect, tackling the Mini Hope. Then Joker, Dexterous, wangling its way out in about 5th place now. And then Stevens, mate, with 300 to go. And Mini Hope came out and went right across Dexterous. 3 in line here. It's Joker. On the inside of it, Makeo. Dexterous can't win. Mini Hope on the outside. It's Joker getting to the front near the line, and Joker's going to win. Scores by over a length to Makeo second, Solar Aspect third.
Well, there's a decisive victory to Joker in the final event. Now the TAB information for Melbourne. 1 and 1 the double there, $16.10. 3 1 and 1 the treble, $103 even. A good dividend that, and an extra double there, 5 and 2 paid $79.20. Well, racing action this week. We've got Doomben meeting midweek at Wednesday, Lockyer Race Club at Gatton on Thursday, and Eagle Farm next Saturday. And a very important meeting on Thursday between Racing Minister Russ Hinds and the 2 metropolitan clubs to discuss satellite television, and there could be some very interesting developments on Thursday, so we look forward to getting some progress there. It's been hanging around for 18 months or so whether we would have a satellite television coverage, and it appears that there could be a breakthrough this week. That's our racing segment this morning. Back to you, Pete.
Thanks, Pat.
At a place, when I say that, the Sky Channel people seem to be the favoured one. The clubs have had long discussions with me now. The offer is a firm offer from the TAB. I think it's most beneficial. There'll be no blackouts, but the 400 outlets that the TAB have will be used, and there are 1,000 hotels in the state of which the TAB would hook up to, say, 250 a year. That'd be about a program that they could handle, and there's 200 clubs, so it gives the TAB an outlet of something like 800 new outlets, not new outlets, but outlets whereby people can view and see their horses racing.
At this stage, it's Eagle Farm and Doomben, but I believe Bundamba also may be covered eventually.
Well, Bundamba has to be covered because this is a 14-hour-a-day program whereby you can watch it from midday till 2 o'clock the following morning. It's not only Saturdays, it's any day that there's racing. There is an attempt to bring in the greyhound and pacing, and that is an arrangement between the companies, Sky Channel and Sportsplay.
It has been suggested strongly that Melbourne is a stumbling block, that they won't allow copyrights of their meetings. Have you made any ground there?
I'll be in Melbourne Monday evening at a sports writers function, and I'll certainly be talking about it, but I don't think that Melbourne, Victorian racing, can afford to stay out when the rest of Australia is linked up, and they find that there's so many benefits flowing through to all other states. You'll find that the VRC will be more or less, I think they'd be eager to come on side.
You confidently predicting a $1 billion TAB turnover within what period?
12 months.
Within 12 months?
Yeah, well, it's simple. It's as simple as ABC, that you'll find that at present we're hitting something like 560 to 580 million. We'll go to 600 million anyhow, whatever happens. And with this increased availability of the service that I'm talking about, whereby pub tabs, clubs, 400 outlets, if we don't get to $1 billion in 1 year, I'll be very disappointed.
It's Racing Minister Russ Hinds commenting on the satellite coverage of racing. I'm sure all Queensland punters hope the remaining hurdles can be negotiated very swiftly. Well, yesterday, the highlight of racing in Australia centred on Adelaide at Morfettville, the running of the $180,000 Australasian Oaks, and I think the Colin Hayes stable have won just about every major event this season, and they continued that great run yesterday with Send Me an Angel taking out the Oaks from Shackle and Evandale Star.
That's Dame Vengeance, and in that pack was on the inside Send Me an Angel getting away from the rail. Happy View looking to get through. Flaming Wonder is now starting to work up out deep, and she's going to the leaders in a twinkling. Sean's sister headed off now by Flaming Wonder and also Shackle, and further back Evandale Star, though, are followed further back by Reside and Send Me an Angel. As they work down, it's going to be a tight go yet again. Evandale Star getting up on the inside with them. Flaming Wonder and Send Me an Angel is battling on, and so is Shackle. Shackle grabbed by Send Me an Angel, then Evandale Star, and Send Me an Angel. A bonny filly wins the Sweps Oaks. Second home Shackle, third home Evandale.
She was a bonny filly yesterday, Send Me an Angel, and Colin Hayes, the Premier trainer, taking out the Classic down there in Adelaide. Well, at Eagle Farm yesterday, the riding honours were shared by Mike Pelling and Ken Russell with a winning double each. The opening event went to Glamour apprentice David Murphy on Look and Listen. I thought there was a very impressive performance. Look and Listen racing in blinkers for the first time. He's actually last at this stage. He comes to the outside, and watch his acceleration in the straight.
Lady Zing and then King Aramis, and Look and Listen hooked to the extreme outside. Sam Winnett is still well clear, 250 metres out. Sam Winnett a couple of lengths in front. Look and Listen, Super Snack struggling a little bit, and then King Aramis. Sam Winnett in front. Look and Listen's going to be the danger. Here's Look and Listen steaming home right over the top of Sam Winnett. Look and Listen goes to the lead, and Look and Listen punched right out at the end is far too good, races away and wins by 2 lengths. Look and Listen first, Sam Winnett second, King Aramis third.
An all-the-way victory to Lady Alone in the second event, having only her third race start, a second after a spell, and this is a pretty good performance also. This filly's for sale, and I think she's pretty promising. She's clear at this stage, just inclined to ease away from the fence a little bit, but she was much too good for Head Over Khan and Sidekick, who had every chance.
A length and a half in front of Biscavane, who's trying hard. Victual's next on the outside. Sidekick starting to make ground, and Head Over Khan's going for a run in the middle. Lady Alone is the leader, 150 metres to go. She's still clear. She's about 2 lengths in front of Head Over Khan, and then Sidekick. Lady Alone in front close to the line and push right out. She's too good for them. Lady Alone first. Lady Alone has won by 2 lengths. Head Over Khan second. Sidekick third.
Not too often Ken Russell does the bookies a favour, but yesterday in the third event he was successful on the 14-1 pop Gothicus, narrowly defeating Shane Scriven on Sanita's Lad. A very close finish this, a deceptive finish. Gothicus on the outside, just able to keep his nose a centimetre or so in front of Sanita's Lad.
Witness starting to make up ground, and then Gothicus, River Prince and Sea Piper well in the straight now. 350 metres to go, and Proud Aussie's the leader. He's under a little bit of pressure. He's about a length in front of Sanita's Lad. On the outside, Gothicus is coming home strongly, and then Crowd Witness. Proud Aussie's just in front of Sanita's Lad. Gothicus is on the outside, running on strongly. Sanita's Lad and Gothicus, they're together. Gothicus and Sanita's Lad. Sanita's Lad, Gothicus, they split the wire. Sanita's Lad, or I don't know, Sanita's Lad or Gothicus, one of the pair. Third in, well, this is going to be pretty close as well. Seachester's there with Proud Aussie. Crown.
Notice Ken Russell and Shane Scriven exchanging pleasantries just after they passed the post. I'm sure Shane wasn't too happy when the photo went against him. The fourth event, and I thought a very impressive performance by the 3-year-old Robian Steel, who's now to head to Sydney. He's a great second string for stablemate Rendu. He's in second place at this stage, going up to challenge Garda Star.
Robian Steel coming after the leader, Garda Star, pretty quickly. And the odds-on pop has hit the lead now. 250 metres to go. And it's Robian Steel in front of Garda Star. James Tradition, Tristram's Edition next. Then Just Now and Royal Raban. But Robian Steel kicked away with 100 metres to go. He's got it one. And Robian Steel, he eases up on him close to the line. He scores pretty easily. Robian Steel first, Garda Star second, third Royal Raban.
David Ferner all smiles after his victory there on Robian Steel, but he was later suspended for 6 meetings by stewards for causing interference in the early stages of the race. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a 5 from Eagle Farm yesterday, the George Moore handicap, and it was a George Moore ride by Mike Pelling on King Show. A lovely ride. He positioned the winner just about midfield on the fence, and he scrapes through a narrow opening at the 200 metres. You'll notice at this stage the leader is Burley Bay, Distancia on his outside, and look at King Show coming between them.
Show now into third place, then Lost Valley, Valorous and Capro Khan. Burley Bay still the leader. Distancia trying hard, 200 metres to go. Burley Bay about a neck in front of Distancia. King Show going for a run in the middle. There's not much room there. He's squeezing through. Burley Bay just in front. King Show's clear now. He's after Burley Bay. Burley Bay, King Show, King Show. King Show's grabbed the lead and he beat Burley Bay right on the line. Only about a neck in it. Third, Distancia.
Well, that horse King Show's a real specialist over the Eagle Farm 1810 metres course. He scored over the same distance a fortnight ago, again defeating Burley Bay. Sixth event, and a sparkling first up performance by Gold Coast mare Melody Moss. I think she's destined to get through to Open Company very quickly, and she's going to shine over longer distance than 1400 metres. Melody Moss, well ridden by Ken Russell, coming to the outside. She's in fourth place at this stage and goes on to defeat Baybo narrowly.
Up on the outside, Melody Moss coming home strongly. Sunsani's looking for a run in the middle. There's not much room there. Baybo to the outside with Supreme Walk. Plenty of chances. 150 to go. Melody Moss hit the lead on the outside. It's Melody Moss just in front of I'm No Saint, then Sunsani. Baybo and Supreme Walk both steaming home on the outside. This is going to be a ding-donger. They hit it. Melody Moss has just lasted. Melody Moss, I'd say, is won by a half head over Baybo, Supreme Walk, I'm No Saint and...
Well, a field of 8 there and 5 across the track on the line. We'll show you the slow-mo of the final stage and show you just how unlucky Sunsani was. Sunsani finishing 5th. Now, at this stage, the mare is in 3rd place over on the inside behind the leader, I'm No Saint. And Sunsani, Kim Bell trying desperately to get on the outside of I'm No Saint and force a passage as Melody Moss, 3 deep, goes up to take the lead. Baybo, the horse in black and orange colours. Sunsani continually disappointed for a run, and Bell finally in desperation hooks back towards the inside, and again Sunsani has very little room to come through on the inside of I'm No Saint. But it's Ken Russell and Melody Moss getting clear, Baybo running on well out wide with Supreme Walk, and Sunsani, you'll notice, just still tighten for room on the inside. Finishing 5th, Sunsani, but I think if she'd been able to get through on the inside just after they straightened, she would have scored, and scored by a length or so. 7th event went to Agana Gypsy, who was beautifully handled by Les Masters, the globe-trotting jockey, back now at the Gold Coast and having a few rides in town. Agana Gypsy moving up into about 6th place, the widest runner down the centre of the track, the mare with the blinkers on.
To the extreme outside, running on Gamely River Road, shot to the front, 200 metres to go. Agana Gypsy's going to be the danger, coming after River Road. Losh goes for the whip on River Road, just in front of Agana Gypsy. Agana Gypsy coming at River Road hard. She's got a nose in front. Sovereign Sails flying through in the middle. They hit the wire. It's close, but Agana Gypsy's won. Agana Gypsy first, Sovereign Sails second. Close for third, River Road or Pandor Car.
Mike Pelling, who scored earlier on King's Show, was the runner-up there on Sovereign Sales. A very good performance by Sovereign Sales, second up, incidentally. But then Pelling came out in the final event and showed great vigour and determination over the final stages to lift home Bay Hunter to score by a half-neck from Maleef. This is a very good finish.
Black Harmony, Maleef on the outside. Pleasant Dreams picking up ground, and Black Civic pulled out wide with Desert Band. 300 metres to go, and Bay Hunter's kicked. He's the leader. He's just in front of Maleef. Black Civic on the outside. Black Harmony trying hard, and then Todd's Finito. Bay Hunter's just in front of Maleef. Black Civic and Black Harmony on the outside trying to pick them up. Coaster's rattling home. Bay Hunter's just in front of Maleef. Black Civic. Coast on the outside. Bay Hunter's just in front. He's hanging on, and he's lasted. Bay Hunter's just lasted to beat Maleef, Black Civic and Coast.
Well, Texas-trained Bay Hunter just holding on to score in the final event. We'll show you the slow-mo and want to highlight the run of the third-place getter Coast, to a second-last turning for home. She's just going out of camera range there, grey mare. And at this stage, it's Bay Hunter in front, Maleef making a determined bid on the outside. The horse in the blue colours is the favourite Black Harmony. On his outside is Black Civic. And watch for Coast in a couple of seconds. Here she comes, the grey mare, with giant strides on the outside. She finishes third, but in a couple more bounds, she would have clearly won the race. It's Bay Hunter just holding on from Maleef, and Coast, the run of the race, in third place. Now the TAB information for the Eagle Farm meeting yesterday, and the double numbers were 1 and 5, paid $39.85, 1 and 5 the treble, $638.70. We'll take a break. Oh, six pick, this tricks me every week, 5, 3, 1, 2, 5 and 1. You can tell that I didn't get Division 1, which was $17,373.55. Division 2, $835.55. Division 3, $371.35. And Division 4, $15.10. We'll take a break now in Sportsing. Sinclair in the opening event. She was squeezed out a little bit at the start, but she had her chance in the straight. She was overrun by Bravery, another newcomer from the Brian Mayfield Smith stable, a Zephyr Zip filly. And I thought that was an eye-catching performance by Bravery, who should improve, but so should Sinclair, and she's obviously a filly with plenty of ability. She started the favourite at 10 to 9. We'll get it out yet. And this is how Bravery overwhelmed Sinclair in the final stages.
And on the outside, about a half length away, Sinclair. Then Lily Antoinette, followed by Bravery. 300 out as they top the rise. What's Cooking ahead in front of Barrel Molass, and Sinclair called upon by Barker. She's finishing on nicely, and then Candida inside the 200. And it's What's Cooking about to be claimed by Sinclair, and then Barrel Molass on the inside. And running home fast, Bravery might beat them all. Here's Bravery on the outside, collaring Sinclair, and Bravery forges away.
Kintyre Star from the Bart Cummings stable also scored well in the second event. He's a Masqué colt. He's in about 6th or 7th place behind runners, easing towards the outside in the white cap, just inside the grey runner, and he goes to the post generously.
Joker getting a clear passage now, and then Grey Kingdom and Kintyre Star running on well. At the 200, Outrigger is the leader from Kintyre Star, who's running home nicely with Crown Joker, and Kintyre Star and Crown Joker come away. Kintyre Star ahead in front of Crown Joker, holding him, getting close to home, and Kintyre Star is going to win. Kintyre Star from Crown Joker, third Outrigger.
Stylish first-up performance by Rajamar to take out the welter over 1,600 metres, and he looks set for a big campaign.
Into the stretch at the 350, and Rajamar goes after Blue Regent, almost level as Rajamar. A length away next, For Papa getting out, followed by Essential, and then left ashore. Rajamar passes the 200, kicks away from Blue Regent. On the outside, Essential, and then For Papa and left ashore, but it's all Rajamar. Inclined to shift his ground to shade, but Rajamar's going to win it easily. Rajamar first, all for minors. We've got Essential, wide out, Goragilla Creek and Blue Regent, nothing between that trio.
Ponchielli, a midweek failure, showed dramatic improvement to take out the Banjo Patterson handicap, defeating the pacemaker My Day.
Ahead, My Day, Tranmere. Ponchielli comes into it, and a length further back, Jabba Hutt. 250 to go, and Ponchielli, beaten in the Hawkesbury Cup on Wednesday, is the leader here today. My Day won't run on from Orchestration and Tranmere, but Ponchielli, it's Ponchielli well in front and looks in no danger. Great battle for minor placings, Tranmere, My Day and Orchestration, but Ponchielli wins easily. Ponchielli from My Day, Orchestration or Tranmere for third.
A clever ride gave backmark a winged prayer of success in the fifth event, holding off a late rush from Nandy Ray by only a short head.
Wider out by Miss Carrioy, and then comes Minuetto Rouge, and a length wider out is at this stage August Wind, and here's Winged Prayer coming down the outside with a well-timed run. At the 200, and Winged Prayer has taken the lead narrowly from Glory Days. August Wind followed by Nandy Ray starting to challenge Winged Prayer, but Winged Prayer just in front. Nandy Ray trying a hard out. Winged Prayer hanging on. She'll just win it. On the
Expressway handicap Hoodoo continued for the favourite At Sea, who was unluckily beaten by Diamond Shower.
Sea, followed by Diamond Shower, and Just Blooming is running one heck of a race. At Sea still can't get clear as they go past the 300, and Just Blooming is zooming down the middle of the track, has taken the lead. Diamond Shower's after it. At Sea's into the clear now, but Diamond Shower coming home like a real champ. She's taken the lead. At Sea is going after Diamond Shower now. At Sea flying at Diamond Shower. They hit it all.
Well, the photo verdict going there to Diamond Shower, and if we show you the slow-mo of the final stages, you'll see just how unlucky At Sea was. He was beautifully pocketed by Dittman. As they come up towards the 300-metre mark, it's At Sea absolutely climbing over the leader's heels. Now, Diamond Shower in the brown colours is back last. Dittman waiting his time. Now he comes to the outside. He saw that he had At Sea in a pocket. Now he really starts to wind up Diamond Shower, who hits top gear and pinches an important break here on At Sea, who's into the clear. And once Johnston gets at him with the whip, the big horse really responds. But Diamond Shower had stolen a neck break, and it is these final few strides. At Sea's really going past her very quickly, but right on the line, the filly was just able to keep her nose out. But what a clever ride that was by Mick Dittman, who was a last-minute replacement for Jim Cassidy, who unfortunately suffered a recurrence of a back injury. Well, Dittman successful there on Diamond Shower, and he looks set for another victory here on its lunchtime in the 7th, but Noble Player cut him down in the last stride.
Lunchtime followed by Military Attaché, hard-ridden from Allured, and a length further back, King's Currency, unquestioned, is starting to make not much headway now. At the 200 metres, it's lunchtime. Hit the lead from King's Chariot. Noble Player running home, well followed by Allured, but it's lunchtime at El Dittman just in front. Noble Player cutting it down on the outside. Noble Player, it's lunchtime. Noble Player a nose. It's lunchtime, I reckon.
Big plunge landed by the Brian Mayfield Smith-trained Ancient Mariner in the last. 7-2 into 9-4 and comes storming down the centre of the track.
Kentucky Drummer coming into it nicely now, although he is under the whip, and then Orient looking for a split, and one further back on the outside. Here comes Ancient Mariner putting in a run. Kentucky Drummer's beaten. Red Sails kicking back, getting his second win, but Ancient Mariner's the danger. Little Peters pulls the whip, and Ancient Mariner is finishing too powerfully for Red Sails and Orient, and Ancient Mariner's going to win it well. Ancient Mariner scores a bit more than a length, the Red Sails. Third home was...
That was the 8-event card from Randwick yesterday. Look now at the TAB information from the Sydney fixture. 10 and 3, the double, $92.50. 8, 10 and 3, the treble, $1,070.60. And the extra double from Randwick, 4 and 1, paid $17.90. A break coming up in Sports Scene, and it's time down yesterday, which went to the Greg Hall-ridden Mystic Monarch. Landed some nice bets too, 8s into 13-2. And Hall really in superb form, and he excels over ground, and much to the delight of those punters who'd supported Mystic Monarch, he came with a well-timed burst to take out the opening event. You'll have to take my word for that, we can't show you. Second event, and Change of Habit staked his claim for the Blue Diamond Stakes in 3 weeks' time, and he burnt off his opposition to score by 3 lengths, starting at 5-4 on.
2.5 to Proud to Proven Valor. Lygon Arms under great pressure on the inside. Oh, this is bolting away. Then Omnicore starting to run on fairly well. 200 out, Change of Habit's about 4 lengths in front of Proven Valor. Lygon Arms is struggling, won't run a drum. Omnicore down the outside, but Change of Habit's going to win it easily. Scores by about 3 lengths. Second, Proven Valor. Third, Omnicore.
Great return by Atalic, the Melbourne Cup winner, and he took out the Orr Stakes from the long odds on pop, Kenny Lass.
The 400, 2 lengths Atalic, a length and a half to Kenny Lass, now coming at them from Celtic Air. Goblet the leader, 300 to go. Atalic's getting to it. Kenny Lass given a crack with the whip. Atalic's taken the lead, the Melbourne Cup winner in front of the 200. Kenny Lass struggling to try and get to it. Atalic the leader. It's got Kenny Lass beaten. Here's a comic court performance by Atalic. It wins by a length and a quarter to Kenny Lass. A length and a half to Goblet third. And
tremendous struggle between the odds-on pop Midnight Fever and Impazera in the Phillies Blue Diamond Prelude. It was Midnight Fever by a head on the line.
From Hidden Power, Wolverton Diamond, with 300 to go. Impazera joined by Midnight Fever. Wolverton Diamond starting to come home well. It's Impazera, Midnight Fever from Wolverton Diamond, 150 out. Wolverton Diamond trying to get to them, can't now. And Impazera, and on the outside, the favourite going stride for stride to the line, where the leader is now...
Benton Northern Copy gets a lovely run along the fence to go to the lead. Arch of Victory in the blinkers makes a great lunge, but just fails. Rubiton, the favourite, a fading third.
300, Northern Copy going for a rail split, and then Wild Rampage. Here's Arch of Victory with a big run. Northern Copy got to the lead. Arch of Victory out wide is coming out after it. Rubiton the centre. It's Northern Copy in front, 50 to go. Arch of Victory pegging it back on the outside. Northern Copy in front, it's won. Northern Copy's won at a half head to Arch of Victory.
Well, the Queenslander Vo Rogue led in that event but faded to finish 10th, and quite obviously the hard run the week before might have just taken the edge off him. We hope he can bounce back pretty quickly. 6th event was taken out by the 20-to-1 pop Carb, but it featured a fall just approaching the home turn when Michael Barlow had a pretty heavy tumble from Maui Breeze, who's racing in midfield. You see down he goes and rolled along the track, but fortunately the runners behind him were able to sheer off the track and get away from the fallen horse and Barlow. You can see just seemed to clip the heels of one of those runners in front of him in midfield, and he hits the track and rolls forward away from his own mount, and fortunately those back markers were able to spear around him. Barlow was quickly on his feet. Unfortunately, he seemed to escape serious injury there, but pretty heavy tumble for him in the 6th event. As we mentioned, the race went to Carb, starting at 20-to-1. Really had the bookies cheering, and Carb in the green colours and the blinkers comes with a well-timed burst and responds well to the whip.
For the rails run is Pip Day. Carb on the outside. Urain. Pip Day's now under the whip. Then Cooktown Lady. Carb has taken the lead on the outside now. About a half length to Urain. Pip Day on the inside. Cooktown Lady struggling on with Bon Pape, but Carb in front with 100 metres to go. Cooktown Lady finishing on, but Carb is going to improve a lot to go on and win, and Carb goes down to the line to win about a neck to Cooktown Lady. 3 lengths away, close for third.
Princely Heart in the blue colours, also well tried to start 4-to-1, sustains a determined burst to get there in the last hop in the 7th event.
Those horses, Ramify going for the rails, Archduchess out wider on the track, and then Princely Heart, Lord Scotia, with 300 to go. Seeger in front from Hypertension. Out wider comes Princely Heart and Lord Scotia finishing very fast. Seeger still in front, but Princely Heart picking it up near the line with Lord Scotia. Princely Heart goes to Seeger on the line and just got up. Into the straight they
Final event went to Sir Lustrious, trained by, guess who? Colin Hayes, Michael Clark, the jockey.
Then Marco Million, Sir Lustrious winding up out wide but giving them a good start. On stage about a half length to Tavros under the whip, coming at it now, and Sir Lustrious, he's putting in the big one. Sir Lustrious down the outside. Sir Lustrious raced up to them near the line. Oh, what a day for Hayes. Sir Lustrious has raced to the lead near the line, and it's going on to win it well. Tavros has run second, on stage third.
Bill Collins mentioned what a day for Hayes. Colin Hayes' horses, trained horses, won 6 events yesterday in Sydney, in Adelaide. We'll get it right. Geography wasn't my strong point. Adelaide and Melbourne it was, and earning something in excess of $290,000, a 10% trainer's fee. That's $29,000 large for Colin for the day's work. Now the TAB information for the Sandown meeting: 9 and 12 the double $74.10, 1, 9 and 12 the treble $136.90, and the extra double from Sandown 6 and 5 paid $226. First leg of the treble was the 1110 metres novice, and a very dogged victory here to Westbrook Way, who did it tough, 3 and 4 wide all the way, but he was still too strong for the favourite Starry Load over the final 200 metres. This is the second leg in a winning treble for Jason Babarovich. That's Westbrook Way, 4 wide in the green sleeves.
Casino Express about a neck in front of Starry Load. Westbrook Way last, Surrey next on the outside, then Black Roman, Icy Mess and Irish Abbey. They've got 150 metres to go. Starry Load's taken the lead. Starry Load just in front of Westbrook Way. They're going to fight it out. Starry Load, Westbrook Way. Westbrook Way pokes his nose in front of Starry Load, then Black Roman, and Westbrook Way's too good. Westbrook Way first by a head over Starry Load. Black Roman third. Casino Express next.
The very promising Babarovich, still 2 weeks off his 18th birthday, wrapped up his first city treble when he took out the flying handicap with a dashing all-the-way victory on Brugalino. He was getting a bit weary at the finish, but so were the opposition chasing her. She was inclined to drift out over the final 200 metres, and Palace Intrigue got a lovely run through on the inside, but the mare just had enough in reserve to hold on.
She's starting to come back to them now, 300 metres out. Bugalino 3 lengths in front, Palace Intrigue second, Ima Roman third. Bugalino, she's running off the track, she's getting out to the middle. Palace Intrigue sneaking up along the inside of her. Bugalino a half length in front. Palace Intrigue driving at her at the end. James Tradition flashing home. Bugalino's in front. By golly, she might hang on. I think she has. Bugalino may have just lasted to beat Palace Intrigue. James Tradition probably third, then Dame.
Well, it could hardly be described as an outstanding flying field, but I thought one to follow out of that, the third place getter James Tradition, who really rocketed to the line. He should soon get back into the winning list. Fifth event was the second leg of the treble. It went to Beaver Schofield on Double Row, who's a much improved horse. He just burnt away from them in the middle stages and set up a 4 or 5 lengths break, and he was never seriously threatened in the straight. The very disappointing favourite, Mirabin, was later underwent a veterinary examination, but a very poor performance by the favourite.
Then Meg's Sun, Stars Are Easy, Pioneer Valley, Moreland May. Double Row still well clear, 300 metres out. Leads by 4 lengths on Rody Rouge. The favourite can't win. Meg's Sun starting to make ground on the outside, then on the boil. Double Row still well clear with 100 metres to go. 3 lengths in front of Meg's Sun on the boil and Pioneer Valley. And Double Row's far too good, and it's go to O for Double Row. Double Row first, Meg's Sun second. Tight for third, either Pioneer Valley or on the boil.
Double Row chalking up a winning hat-trick there, and I think there's more wins in store. We have to skip the next one, the novice handicap, won by March Sovereign. We come now to the 2-year-old event, which is the third leg of the Doomben treble, and a spectacular finish here. A very narrow victory to Evasion, and stewards had to adjudicate on a double protest. Took them 58 seconds to dismiss both objections.
King Ryan, then Count Henry, Evasion, Leonidas and Connors. Man, well in the straight now, and as King Aramis looming up at the 300-metre mark to go to the lead. King Aramis is just in front of Torona Blue. Double Silhouette, Super Snack to the outside. King Ryan making ground, and Evasion's going for a run. There's not much room there. She's getting through. Count Henry's got a split on the rails. Look at Count Henry go. He hit the lead, dived out badly right on the line. Evasion grabbed him and beat him. Evasion's got up to win it by a nose. I'd say Evasion has just beaten Count Henry. Third in, well, it's anybody's guess. Double Silhouette, King Aramis, Super.
Well, that was a finish of changing fortunes in the final 300 metres. We'll show you the slow-mo now. Rather spectacular action as they get towards the finish. Now, keep an eye on the horse over on the inside. That's Count Henry with the purple pom-pom. Evasion in the white colours. Now, Mike Pelling going for a very narrow split between the two leaders, which are Tirana Blue and King Aramis. Now, the horse in the white colours, Evasion, angling for a run. Pelling spots a needle-eye opening and goes between those two leaders. There's barely room. Now, getting along the fence at this stage is Count Henry. No sooner does he get to the lead and he balks at some advertising material around the winning post. Now, Evasion's getting between the leaders, Tirana Blue and King Aramis. Watson gets that rails run on Count Henry, and it's set for a great finish. But you'll notice Count Henry just at this stage balks. His head goes in the air. He puts in a rough stride there and ducks out. Now, that causes interference, firstly to Tirana Blue, the horse in the pink colours, checking out of it. And Evasion went out and bumped a few other runners. It's Count Henry just in front, but galloping awkwardly, and Evasion, with Pelling wielding the whip, was able to peg him back and hit the lead right on the line. A good performance by the filly, a great ride by Mike Pelling, and a couple of protests there quickly dismissed. Unfortunately, Graham Watson, who rode the runner-up Count Henry, probably could count himself unlucky not to get the race, and was later fined $100 by stewards for what they deemed a frivolous protest. So plenty of action there in the 7th event. The final event went to Beaver Schofield, wrapping up a winning double here on Evasion. Keep an eye on Your Own. The horse in the brown and white colours has trouble getting a run in the straight.
River Road on the outside, and Clary's Hope is coming home with a great run. Aldana's just in front. Clary's Hope on the outside. Now On Your Own is bullocking his way out of the clear. Can he catch Clary's Hope? Clary's Hope a length in front of On Your Own, then Aldana and Kadichi. It's Clary's Hope well clear, close to the line, and he's far too good for them. Clary's Hope first. He moved away from On Your Own to win by 2 lengths. Clary's Hope first, On Your Own second, Aldana probably third, then River Road should...
Clary's Hope rounding off a great day for the bookies, defeating the favourite On Your Own, who was held up for a run, but I think clearly the honours of the race with the winner. Now the TAB information, 7 and 11. The double, $138.10. The TAB treble combination, 1, 7 and 11, paid $1,399.90. And 6-pick from Doomben yesterday at Jackpots, Division 1, not surprisingly. A couple of outsiders there, 1, 6, 7, 2, 11 and 3 was the combination the punters were seeking. No one got it. Division 2, $2,017.20. Division 3, $1,344.80, and Division 4, if you're lucky enough to get it, a fraction over $84. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the Rosehill treble action. Meeting yesterday because of our abbreviated show this morning, and the first leg went to Excited. Grey mare gets a lovely split through in the centre about the 200 metres, and Bruce Compton really wheels the whip from that point. Goes on to defeat Bad Habits, who ran on solidly out wide. Gypsy Blessing fading to miss a place.
Well followed by Gypsy Blessing. He's easing out on her now, and a length further back is Bulge. 300 metres to go. Left Assure's joined Gage. They've dropped the stager, followed by Gypsy Blessing under the whip, and then Bulge on the outside. Hasty Miss coming into it, and Bad Habits down the outside, and Excited. Here comes Excited. Plenty of chances. Excited's race to a narrow lead. Bad Habits going after Excited, but Excited is hanging on. Yep, it's won the money. Excited, wanted it.
Fifth event went to Commercial Balance, well handled by former New Zealand rider Marie Linden, who's now the stable jockey for the trainer Brian Smith. You'll notice the pumping action of Marie down the outside in the red cap. Commercial Balance coming with a very well-timed run. On the Bay was held up just after straightening, but clearly the winner was too good.
Tailed off, homeward bound, and King Solo tackled for the lead by Twin Alps. Commercial Balance runs on, and then Olympic Flame, and behind those on the Bay, but Commercial Balance and Marie Linden have drawn to the lead. And down to the 200 metres, Commercial Balance leads 2 lengths. On the Bay is second, Olympic Flame third, but it's Commercial Balance. 100 metres to go in no danger. On the Bay taking no ground off it. And then Olympic Flame, but Commercial Balance and Miss Marie Linden win easily. Commercial Balance 2.5 on the Bay, 3 Olympic Flame.
Stylish victory there to Commercial Balance, and sweet ride by Marie. Very well-timed finishing burst there. The third leg of the treble went to Raffalini, who's a little easy in the betting to start at 6-1. He had a real battle to get past the leaders and then had to hold off a late challenge from Swift Cheval. Now, Raffalini's the grey, 3 wide in the yellow colours. He has a real struggle to get past these leaders.
Denison leads a half length on Wing Commander. Raffalini sticking on from Merry Ruler, Pleasant Flight, and then Dance All Girl and Swift Cheval. At the 200, Raffalini after 4 Denison, followed then by Wing Commander. Merry Ruler disappointed for a run, but Raffalini's taken a clear-cut lead from Fort Denison, and Merry Ruler finally getting into the open. It'll be too late. Swift Cheval flies, but as they hit it, Raffalini's won it from a tighty Merry Ruler and wide out Swift Cheval, and then...
He's a smart sprinter, Raffalini, and I'm sure he's going to improve. But Swift Cheval did really rattle home, and he should soon get back into the winning list. Now, the TAB information, 1 and 7. The double combination, $39.60. 10, 1 and 7. The treble, $317 even. The extra double from Rose Hill, 2 and 1, paid $8 even. Plenty of punters getting that double. Now, we'll take a break in Sports Scene and return to tremendous day's racing. Unfortunately, punters were off the target in the opening event. The Sydney filly Twining was the favourite. She seemed to have every chance. First go down the straight 6 at Flemington. She's the horse right up against the outside rail, but it was Twisted Logic. And it was Munda filly, trained by Jim Maloney, over on the inside, who was too good for the favourite.
Logic has raced up to go to the lead, followed by Julep, Hidden Power running on near the inside, and then Solar Princess down the grandstand, and it's Twining in front of Glorious Way, Miami Vice and Hot Vixen from Right Aspect. Twining on the grandstand, the leader, Twisted Logic on the flat. Nothing between them, with Twisted Logic on the inside, might be in front of Twining and Hot Vixen. It's Twisted Logic, just the leader, I'd say, as they go to the line together. It might be Twisted Logic has won this from Twining on the outside. Hot Vixen in the centre, I think, ran third.
Well, Twining certainly not disgraced to finish a very good second there, and I'm sure the Sydney filly's going to pay her way during her autumn campaign in Melbourne. We skip now to the fourth event from Flemington yesterday, and this is a lovely ride by Len Maund on El Vaquero. You'll notice him parked just behind the leaders, the horse with the baldy face. He sweats on an inside run and gets it about the 300-metre mark.
Is one of the last with Top of the Silks trying to get up on the fence. In the straight, Prince Raffendale and Hyperborean and Classic Q, 3 in line. Vaquero is blocked in on the fence from Wild Rampage. On the outside is Tim's Gambler coming with a run with Kingsford Smith. 300 to go now, and El Vaquero got through on the fence but is struggling. It's Kingsford Smith taking the lead from Tim's Gambler and El Vaquero, the rails. Bronze Knight coming with a late run. Kingsford Smith in front. El Vaquero's coming at it now. El Vaquero's finishing a bit well on the fence. Drew level with Kingsford Smith. El Vaquero. It's won at about a half neck to maybe Tim's Gambler second. A nose to Kingsford Smith third.
El Vaquero's trainer Bob Hoysted's been in the wars lately, but I'm sure that would certainly boost his spirits. El Vaquero getting a run right through on the inside there to just be a little bit too strong for the place getters. The fifth event was the big one, the Australian Guineas, and it's Military Plume and Colin Hayes and Michael Clark yet again.
Mr. Impertinent. Maya Card still second last and last. Tristram into the straight, 500 out. Bow Rogue, 2 lengths bounding away, out after it now. Then Silver Shark, Raveneau pulled 3 deep. Military Plume still going well, and they're followed further back in the field by Student and Miss and Maya Card hopeless with about 300 to go, bounding away. But Military Plume's the one. He's grabbed bounding away, and Bow Rogue, Raveneau's gone. Warned running on, Military Plume in front for 100 to go. From Bow Rogue, who's battling back, but Military Plume under the whip is going on a win. Hunter's Ace finishes well. Military Plume a half length to Bow Rogue. Third,
Well, top training performance there by Colin Hayes. Military Plume had a pretty tough campaign over in Perth during the summer carnival, and a lot of people said Hayes was a bit ambitious to bring him back for the Guineas, but obviously he knew his 3-year-old very well. Military Plume had them covered a long way out. What a mighty run by the Queenslander Vo Rogue, though. Now, he's headed by Military Plume at this stage. They passed the 200 metres, and it looked as though Military Plume would draw away and defeat Vo Rogue quite comfortably. You'll notice Brian York going for the whip on Vo Rogue, and the 50-1 pop from Queensland really fights on strongly. It's Military Plume hands and heels by Michael Clark at this stage. The horse running on strongly is Hunter's Ace, ridden by Brent Thompson. You'll notice he has a rather flamboyant whip action now after his stint in Europe, but it's Military Plume about a half length on Vo Rogue, but he can't get any further, and Clark goes for the whip just to keep the leader's mind on the job. And you'll notice Vo Rogue actually takes a little bit of ground off him in the last final 50 metres, and Vo Rogue on that performance certainly is going to handle a longer distance than 1,600 metres. His only try over 2,000 metres, he failed at the Gold Coast in January, but you'll notice him there just edging back towards the leader Military Plume, and I think Vo Rogue, if he does go to Sydney, as seems likely for the 3-year-old races there, the classic races like the Rosehill Guineas and perhaps even the AJC Derby, if he can reproduce that effort, he's going to be a great chance. He's a bold front-running horse. The 6th event from Flemington was the Blamey Stakes. The favourite was Dazzling Duke, who's disappointing. He had to cart the field up to the tearaway leader, but he seemed to have every chance. Victory here to Playful Princess, who withstood a protest from the runner-up Cossack Warrior.
Cossack Warrior, Keepers and Fox Seal. It got a check there from on the outside, Cossack Warrior. 300 to go, Dynasty Prince 3 lengths in front of Dazzling Duke. He's hard at it and it's struggling. Playful Princess has raced up the wit, and then came Cossack Warrior. Now Dazzling Duke and Playful Princess have raced up to the lead. Playful Princess took the lead from Dazzling Duke, and then Cossack Warrior out wide. Playful Princess running right off the track is going to win it. 3 parts of a length to Cossack Warrior. Dazzling Duke.
That was Brent Thompson. I mentioned he was beaten into 3rd place in the Guineas. He was successful there on Playful Princess. Now, there was a protest of the final stages. Playful Princess was inclined to drift out a bit, and Michael Clark on Cossack Warrior entered an objection which stewards dismissed. You can see Playful Princess quite comfortably holding Cossack Warrior, even though perhaps the mare did interfere slightly with Cossack Warrior. It wasn't enough to affect the result of the race. Dazzling Duke is the favourite over on the inside. He's really struggling at this stage, and perhaps the hard last run just took the edge off him. Running on solidly there is old campaigner Fox Seal in quite a good performance. The disappointment of the race from a Queensland viewpoint was the dismal effort by Les's Choice. He's trained at Armidale, but we're inclined to rate him as a Queensland horse following his victories here last year, but he certainly would have to improve sharply on that performance. Perhaps he wasn't suited under the weight for age conditions, and it was his first run for some weeks. We hope he can improve quickly. This is the Lightning Stakes. We have another runner here, Let Me Tell, who's one in from the outside, the grey horse in the lime green colours. His was a good performance, but the winner here is the Perth-trained Placid Arc, who's well clear over on the flat side.
Between ourselves and Canny Lass now coming with a strong run. Placid Arc clear of Rancho Ruler. On the outside, it's Special in front, but Placid Arc the leader. Canny Lass running on well and Special out wide. It's a good go. Placid Arc's won it. Special second. I reckon Canny Lass has probably run 3rd.
Great effort there by Canny Lass, the 3rd place getter. She's going to be hard to beat in the Newmarket on March the 7th. Now the TAB information for Flemington. 2 and 3 the double, $71.10. 3, 2 and 13 the treble, $353.40. And the extra double from Flemington, 6 and 3 paid $21.90. Well, that's our somewhat shortened racing action this morning. The meeting's coming up this week. We have a very good fixture at Eagle Farm on Tuesday, back to Bundamba on Wednesday, and a great meeting at Doomben next Saturday. It's Chandler's Stakes Day. Going to be a real highlight of the meeting there. Some very good 2-year-olds will be performing. Well, that's our racing segment this morning. After this break, Marshall Dobson will be along.
Speaking of waves, well, Larry Olsen has been on the crest of a winning wave, but that's been stopped for a while because Olsen was yesterday suspended for 7 metropolitan meetings, and also to earn the wrath of stewards were Rhett Bellett and Andrew Paramore. The opening race was the Breville Flying Handicap over 1350 metres, a small field. Forte ran as favourite, some support for Beau Zephyr.
It's Butterfly Prince in front. There's plenty of room now for James Tradition on the inside. He's running on strongly. Forte, Del Dier, Beau Zephyr next, and then Tristram's Edition. Butterfly Prince is still the leader. James Tradition coming at him on the inside. Butterfly Prince, James Tradition, Beau Zephyr dashing home out wide. Butterfly Prince, James Tradition, Beau Zephyr. They hit it. Butterfly Prince. Butterfly Prince, I think, is just just beaten James Tradition and Bo Zephyr. It's a three-way go. Then Tristram's Edition 4 days.
Well, the bookies were the only ones cheering there because Butterfly Prince ran as the extreme outsider, 25-1 out to 40-1, capping a big week for local Doomben trainer Peter Hulbert. Peter only has a small team in training and had another winner Plimsolls midweek, and now Butterfly Prince scoring that upset result for Kerry Smith. Race 2, the Hoover Maiden Handicap, 1350 metres. Gusty was favourite. Head Over Khan and Macho Touch were also in the betting.
Given full bore. Coming at them solidly on the outside is Princess Splendid. Gusty's going for a run on the inside. 150 metres to go. Princess Splendid, she's running about a bit. Princess Splendid coming after Head Over Khan and Kate's Velvet. Kate's Velvet's not going to give in. Kate's Velvet, Head Over Khan, Gusty and Princess Splendid. Kate's Velvet fighting on. She's too good. Kate's Velvet first. Tied second and third, Head Over Khan or Gusty, and fourth, Princess.
Well, there's something about a grey, and Kate's Velvet certainly found plenty when young David Murphy put the whip away and was content to ride hands and heels over the final 50 metres or so. The winner, it was its first win from 7 starts, Kate Velvet, and prepared at Toowoomba by Ian Rosenow, a former Sydney sider, and Rosie has had a hand in her horse breaking many a good horse, and now he's trained his first Metropolitan winner with Kate's Velvet. Race 3, the novice handicap, also 1350 metres. Totem Law was wide throughout. It was the favourite in a race of many chances.
The leader, nicely clear, about a length and a half in front. Monroe Violette trying hard on the outside, then Granite. Cool Please has started to hit top gear on the outside. He's flashing home. Malif is the leader. Cool Please is going to be the danger, and Ty's coming home strongly as well. Cool Please dashed up, hit the lead from Malif, then Ty had huge success, and Cool Please races away at the end. He scores easily. Cool Please first, second Malif, third Ty, fourth huge success. Then Monroe.
Well, Carl Simons wielded that whip in his left hand with great gusto to land Cool Please a winner, and an upset result it was too. It was a back-to-back double for Toowoomba trained gallopers, with the winner's trainer Richie Stevenson preferring to saddle his team up at Caloundra's Corball Park racetrack. Race 4, the maiden handicap, 1350 metres. Tonnerre hung badly, it was favourite, and Turf Kingdom also in the market.
Into the straight now, and Lord Ease is the leader. Tonnerre's back last. Lord Ease is in front. Venetius is clear and running on gamely. Turf Kingdom down the outside. He could be the one. Surfer Sun is joining in, and then Draw No Glory. Venetius is just in front. Turf Kingdom trying hard on the outside, then Lord Ease. Venetius in front of Lord Ease and Turf Kingdom, and Venetius is going to be too good. Yes, Venetius first. Turf Kingdom may have got second. Lord Ease third, followed in.
And Venetius is prepared at Deegan by former top jockey Norm Whopper Stevens. The winner there, Venetius, was ridden by Jamie Bayliss, and after that win, Bayliss lost his 3-kilo claim and went down to 2.5 kilos. The winner is by the ill-fated champion stallion Claudius, who stood for the Turkington family at Wattle Bray Stud. That's the first half of the Doomben program dealt with. We're back with Channel 7 sports scene and thoroughbred action yesterday from Doomben. The feature race was the Chandler's Stakes over 1,200 metres, and here the favourite was Lady Elwes. She was well back too.
Evasion well back with Look and Listen, and Lady Shack Attack. Lady Elwes nicely clear into the straight. He snuck a look over the shoulder. She's 2 lengths in front of Prince Anton, now into second. Then Tinsel Girl, and So Easy to See. Lady Elwes in front. He's gone for the whip on her. She's still 2 clear of Prince Anton. Prince Anton can't catch her. She's racing away from Prince Anton at the end. She's a great filly. Lady Elwes first. Lady Elwes, that's 3 out of 3 for her. Prince Anton second. Tinsel Girl may have just held on for third.
And a mighty run by that filly, 19.6, a class record. Lady Elwes is raced by Fred Woods, prepared in Brisbane by Billy Calder, and gave top young jockey Shane Scriven the first leg of the daily double. The winner, Lady Elwes, has now had 3 out of 3, side by Call Report, who stands for Col Richards at Rosemount Farm, and the clash between Lady Elwes and Snippets on Saturday week in the Coca-Cola Stakes at Doomben will certainly be a bottler, and won't there be a crowd there for that. Race 6, the 2,000-metre middle distance handicap, and here 3 favourites at 7-2, Distancia, Burley Bay and Valorous.
Followed by Fair Power, Lost Valley, then Valorous, King Show and Battles Wake. Distancia loomed up on the outside. He's hit the lead. 250 metres to go. Distancia raced away. He's 2 lengths in front. In second place is Burley Bay, then Fair Power, Valorous, Artist Man. But it's all Distancia. He's way out in the middle of the track, but he's far too good for them, and he's charging to the post to win by 3 lengths. It's Distancia first, second Burley Bay, third Valorous, then Fair...
Well, Distancia finally broke through in open company over the middle distance. Distancia is prepared at the Gold Coast by John Wallace, was ridden by his right-hand man, Danny Williams. John Wallace is an old Downs boy, and John is going back to try and crack the $30,000 Toowoomba Cup with that galloper Distancia, and the way he's racing, he'll take plenty of beating. Race 7, the Bissell Graduation Stakes, 1,200 metres, Arbalest, firm, 5-4 into 10-9 on.
Arbalest is in front, he's under pressure now. Autumn Moss coming at him hard on the outside. Arbalest just in front of Autumn Moss. They're clear of Jazz Talk and Carnarvon Bridge on the outside. He's kicked. The favourite's kicked. Arbalest a half length in front of Automos, then Carnarvon Bridge and Pioneer Valley. Yes, he's too good, Arbalest. Arbalest first by almost a length at the end. Automos second. A photo for third. It's between Bonnie Choice and Pioneer Valley.
A very promising galloper, that's Arbalest, and hasn't he been a great money spinner for owner Benny Appleton, trainer Roy Dawson and jockey Shane Scriven? Arbalest yesterday appreciated being allowed to run along in front. Race 8, the Pacific Novice Handicap, 1,100 metres. John Wallace chasing a double with Imperial Copper at 5-4. He struck trouble in the straight.
Sea Chest raced straight past Xeno Express with about 250 metres to go. Sea Chest kicked away, nicely clear. 2 lengths in front. Princess Who now into second place. Imperial Copper getting clear, running on fairly well, but Sea Chest has darted away from them. Imperial Copper steaming home at the end, but Sea Chest is too good. There's a boil over. Sea Chest first, Imperial Copper second, Princess Who third, then Captain King, followed in by Coastal.
Well, there's one for the girls. Sea Chest being ridden by Pam O'Neill. Pam had formed a great association with Zephyr Cruiser for Mooloomba trainer Billy Fletcher about 12 months ago, and that combination was back in action, winning yesterday with Sea Chest. Now it's time for the horse to follow from yesterday's meeting at Doomben. I suggest you stay on the track of Beau Zephyr from race 1. There he is in the white and blue colours, just passing those tired horses, racing into third place. There's James Tradition and Butterfly Prince fighting it out, but Beau Zephyr, under hard riding from Ken Russell, obviously looked a little above himself in condition, and no doubt he'll be topped off nicely for his next assignment. Beau Zephyr went under by only centimetres to Butterfly Prince. I think next time out, Beau Zephyr is certainly one to keep on the track of. Now it's time for the TAB information from Doomben yesterday. The treble 9, 3 and 2 paid $174 even. The Shane Scriven Daily Double returned $5.70 at numbers 3 and 2. The 6 pick 9, 7, double 3, 2 and 18. Division 1 jackpot. Division 2 $677 and change. Division 3 $109.05 and Division 4 $23.60. Also in New Zealand yesterday we had a great race there. We saw Waverley Star break a track record, a most impressive comeback to racing, but also the Top Filly Tidal Light was in the winning list too. That's it for Doomben, and after this break I'll be back with all the Sydney racing action. Channel 7 Sports Scene, and the racing action from Sydney yesterday was at Randwick on a dead track where Brian Mayfield Smith, the top Rose Hill trainer, and his stable jockey Jim Cassidy won 3 races between them. The opening race was the Lindbergh Handicap over 1,400 metres. It's Lunchtime and Clamott were favourites.
With a handy break as they straighten up. It's Lunchtime with a beautiful run through on the inside. Is the first to go after King's Chariot, followed by Clamotta on the outside, going with It's Lunchtime, and 2 to Like a Topic. 200 to go. They've closed in on King's Chariot, and Dittman had taken It's Lunchtime clear. Clamotta's under the weapon. It's Lunchtime's home, I'd say. It's Lunchtime, hands and heels, safely holding Clamotta and King's Chariot, and the first fave wins it well. It's Lunchtime, 2 lengths to Clamotta. Third home was King's Chariot. Then comes
the second race, the Weinberg Handicap, 2,000 metres, allured well back, 3s into 9 to 4.
The rise they come, and King's Currency, 2 Heroic Blaze. By golly, Linden saved a heap of ground on Heroic Blaze. It swept past King's Currency, and then My Parade and Allured making a run down the middle. Inside the 200, Heroic Blaze has got a big break. In second place now is The Longest Time, followed by Allured and My Parade, but it's Heroic Blaze in front. The Longest Time won't reach it, and another good ride by the girl. Miss Marie Linden gets Heroic Blaze home a length clear of The Longest Time.
Race 3, Ruling Ways Handicap, 2-year-old fillies, 1,100 metres. St Clair ran as favourite, 10 to 9 on.
And wider out special finishes sticking on, and this trio 2 lengths on Taste of Success, and then Sheanna Miss. St Clair, he looks confident, Barker, down to the 200. St Clair has taken a break of a length and a half on Barrymore Lass and safely holding her 1 special finish, but it's all St Clair shaken along hands and heels. She's going to win and win it easily. About 3 lengths St Clair's margin on the line from Barrymore Lass, a half length further away special finish.
And St Clair could be a filly of considerable promise. Race 4, the Light Fingers Stakes, 1,200 metres, Nova Edition, 5 to 2 favourite.
Outside Captive Art, about a half to 3/4 of a length on Nova Edition, and here comes Atlantic Mission. A length the Magic Flute, then Chez Paris. At the 200 metres, forget Nova Edition. The leader is now Atlantic Mission, but Magic Flute on the outside is starting to swamp Atlantic Mission. Magic Flute races up and under 57.5. What a performance. Adronet will get up for second, but Magic Flute in the Mike Willisey colours.
That was first leg of a treble for Mayfield Smith and Cassidy. Race 5, Coca-Cola Apollo Stakes, 1,400 metres, Diamond Shower, 5 5-4, At Sea 3-1.
At a length to Imprimatur, 2:20 to go, and At Sea accelerating. A length and a half on the filly Diamond Shower, setting out after At Sea now, and it's a race in two. It's At Sea in front, but Diamond Shower claims him in the twinkling of an eye. What a filly she is, and Diamond Shower. Cassidy sitting as quiet as a church mouse, and it wins. Diamond Shower, 3/4 At Sea. They blitz Merry Ruler, who ran third, and then Indian Raj, a good run.
Diamond Shower's stake earnings just short of $500,000. Race 6, the Cocozet Handicap, 1100 metres, Stimulus the favourite.
Stimulus on the inside, leading from Champagne Party. Outrigger under pressure, and then Hot Action on the outside, and these four are about 3 or 4 lengths on their nearest rival, which is Majestic Drums, but Stimulus is doing it in great style. He exploded away. It is full of running, 100 to go. Stimulus will bolt in. Only interest in the minors. Outrigger holding second. Flying home best is blessed with Majestic Drums, but an easy one for Stimulus. Stimulus about 4 lengths to second home Outrigger, third Majestic Drums.
The 7th, the Royal Sovereign Stakes, 1200 metres. Imperial Baron back first up.
Imperial Baron goes after him quickly. Gallery Level in third position, then Zephyr Cross and Pre-Catalan at the 250, and Cassidy had taken the favourite to the lead, Imperial Baron, and he kicks away a half length, 3/4 of a length, and looking good. Second is Western Ace, followed by Zephyr Cross, running a great race from Rondac, but it's all Imperial Baron, and he's a colt full of ability, and Imperial Baron bolts in. Imperial Baron from Western Ace, a length to Sir Zephyr.
Mayfield, Smith and Cassidy. Race 8, Kingstorwell to 1600 metres. TJ Smith's Bowl C the favourite.
On top of the rise, and Bowl C got a break of nearly a length now and must away. 2 lengths to Ring Joe and 3 to King Chaos, but this favourite's looking good at the 200 odds. He's home. Bowl C accelerating away. He's about 4 lengths on must away, and then Ring Joe. And this is going to be favourite number 6 successful in the 8-race Randwick program. Bowl C blitzes them. Bowl C wins at 5 lengths, Ring Joe. Third was King Chaos.
Well, Bold C capped off a big week for Master Randwick trainer TJ Smith. Of course, TJ went public with Tulloch Lodge this week, and Bold C pumped that really along for him. Mick Dittman, the winning rider. Now it's time for the TAB information. The treble, 1, 13 and 6. Mayfield, Smith and Cassidy, $37.90, and the double paid $6.70 on numbers 13 and 6. But the extra double there, 5 Stimulus and 4 Bold C, returned $6.10. Well, political pundits might see it that the topical tip from racing at Randwick yesterday was in race 4, a filly, Taste of Success. She's part owned by Andrew Peacock, and she was unplaced. I'll be back after this break with all the racing action from Mel Caulfield yesterday on a slow track where Michael Clark had the riding honours with the winning treble, and his patron Colin Hayes prepared a double. The opening race was the Bond Handicap, 2400 metres. Game Trooper ran as favourite.
Trooper the leader. Mr. Jazz looks to be cantering on his outside from Mystic Monarch, and into win, and a long gap away is Wholesome. Mr. Jazz Clark goes for home. He dashes to the lead, the top weight from Game Trooper into win, and then Mystic Monarch, and he's going to end this run of seconds today. Mr. Jazz shooting away 3 or 4 lengths in front, and he's going to canter in the run to the post, and they don't seem to be marking the track either. And Mr. Jazz won at 4 lengths to Game Trooper, a length and a half to Into Win third.
That's the way you like to see them win. The second race, the Schweppes Cup, 1600 metres. Warned was favourite.
Groucho kicked away, then Delac Road, and well back in the field around the town, but it's Groucho in front of the 200. Dandy Andy, the only danger. Warned struggling with Delac Road, but Groucho in front. And Groucho, no marks on the track, is going to win easily by 2 lengths to Delac Road. 2 lengths away third is second rather was Dandy Andy, third Delac Road, but it's gone. I think
the third, the Blue Diamond Prelude, 1100 metres. Change of Habits, the disappointing favourite.
Through further back is Change of Habit, and then Bold Sculptor and Spacecraft from Proven Valour and High Statesman. Square Deal and Ligon Arms and Marwong coming at them. They're the only ones. Square Deal hanging onto the lead on the inside from Ligon Arms. Ligon Arms again went up to it, but Square Deal's going too strongly, and Square Deal's coming away to win at a length to Ligon Arms. Third a length away, Margwong.
An upset result that time. Race 4, the Jewel Stakes, 1400 metres, an open betting race.
Eloquent Edition led. Fashion Fun got the split in the straight, quickly going after Eloquent Edition, and they're followed by Friar's Delight. Fashion Fun almost upsides at the 200 with Eloquent Edition. They're well clear of Jour La Partie flashing home. Fashion Fun put its head in front with 100 to go from Eloquent Edition and Jour La Partie and Tristan Eller, and Fashion Fun. Another beautiful ride there by Michael Clark, has won it well from Eloquent Edition, Jour La Partie. Next,
the fifth, the $120,000 Oakley Plate, 1100 metres. Placid Arc, the West Australian, the favourite.
Placid Arc by 4 lengths. Special is second, 3 lengths to Rubiton, Zip Home, Colpack. Further back then came Asher's Star, but Placid Ark well clear with 100 to go. Special trying hard. Oh, he's a real machine, this fellow. Placid Ark's going to canter in. Wins by 3 lengths. Special second, Rubiton third. Then came...
Looks at the $5,000 yearling purchase. Placid Ark has the $250,000 Newmarket on Saturday week at his mercy. Race 6, the Blue Diamond Prelude, 1,100 metres.
Vane out after it from Miami Vice, Messara and Midnight Fever. The leader right aspect getting a bit tired. It's still a length in front of Tennessee Vane. Casanora, if it gets a run, is going to beat them all. Midnight Fever out wide, got knocked over Casanora. Impasera, Midnight Fever grabbing them. Midnight Fever's won it. Just beaten Impasera, Tennessee Vane into the straight.
Race 7, the St George Stakes, 1,600 metres, an open betting event.
Then came on the inside Celtic Seal. Deedle is struggling, and they're followed by at the head of the others Eastern Classic. Tavros had kicked away. Lakeworth sticking to the fence. Fox Seal, he's starting to fly through the field. Will it be too late? Tavros in front. Fox Seal has bullocked his way through on the inside. Fox Seal has gone to the lead near the line. He's come from last. Fox Seal has won it. Second placing Eastern Classic, Tavros or I'm a Red Man third.
Undoubtedly the most versatile galloper in training is Fox Seal. Race 8, the Florence Handicap, 1,200 metres, Lady Belfast the favourite.
Hit the front, and the little lady dashed away about 2 lengths in front. Miss Munda starting to run on, and so also Savali. Mrs. Mannering clear with 150 to go. Savali, the danger's finishing very fast. She's getting tired, Mrs. Mannering. Savali pegging her back. Mrs. Mannering tackled by Savali near the line. They hit it. Savali a nose, I'd say, to Mrs. Mannering. Third, Miss Munda, followed by Sweet.
And Savali certainly ended the day on the right fashion for the bookmakers. Now it's time for the TAB information, the double, the treble and the extra double from Caulfield yesterday. The treble, 2, 7 and 1, $264.70. The daily double, 7 of 1, paid $59.40. The extra double, 1 and 9, paid $78.10. Racing this week, we have Eagle Farm on Wednesday.
A 10th or 12th place in green colours.
Then Thurn further back, Time to Settle, and then King Ryan and Princess Pigalle. 200 metres to go, and Copper Trio's beaten them off. Copper Trio kicked away. He's 2 lengths in front of Fiery Customer. River Jordan's going to be the danger. He's steaming home on the outside. Boy, look at him go. He raced straight past Copper Trio, shoots to the lead, races away, wins it easily. River Jordan first. He came from nowhere and beat Copper Trio. It's a photo for third. Now, double silhouette is in that photo with Fiery Customer.
That was a pretty impressive performance by River Jordan, making his debut. He only reached the lead 50 or 60 metres from home and went away so quickly that he scored by just under 2 lengths. So I think he's one to follow. Second event, and the first of the quartet for Ken Russell, when Super Sisters, who's in third place at this stage, went on to defeat the favourite Count Henry.
On the outside, 250 metres to go. Strong Respect is just in front. Super Sisters running on gamely. Physical Elite on the inside, and then Count Henry. Strong Respect, he won't give in. He's just in front. Super Sisters coming at him hard now. She's got him. Count Henry driving through in the centre, but Super Sisters is too strong, and Super Sisters has beaten Count Henry. Tight for third, Strong Respect or Physical Elite.
Third event was the Country Cup, and victory here to Westbrook Way, who was well handled by Jason Babarovich. Just a courageous performance. Westbrook Way was trapped wide. Babarovich very strong with the whip from this point.
Dream On and then all loose. 250 metres to go. Westbrook Way on the outside, a touch in front of Tiny's Glow, who's showing plenty of fight. Tiny's Glow kicking again on the inside. Westbrook Way and Tiny's Glow, they look as though they're going to fight it out. Westbrook Way a touch in front of Tiny's Glow. Robinson making ground into third place. They hit the wire. Westbrook Way has won by a head. Westbrook Way first, Tiny's Glow second, 2 lengths away third, Robinson.
Well, despite that victory, it was a day of mixed fortunes for Babarovich. He turned 18 on Friday, but after the final event at Eagle Farm yesterday, he was suspended for a couple of weeks by stewards, so he'll have plenty of time to celebrate that birthday. Fourth event, and Bit of a Lark successful here in fast time, 192. Watch the run of Gold or Me, the horse in blue colours, in 5th place.
Outside to join those leaders. It's Bit of a Lark hitting the front. Bit of a Lark just in front of Mirabin, then Southport Sleepwalk. Elsvid and Gold or Me starting to make ground, but Bit of a Lark is clear with 100 metres to go. Gold or Me is steaming home at the end, but Bit of a Lark is too good and wins it by a length. Bit of a Lark first, Gold or Me a great run second, third Mirabin, then Calenza, Southport.
Well, Bit of a Lark decisively in the 4th event, but a great run by Gold or Me, really charged to the line. They were the first 4 from Eagle Farm yesterday. We'll take a break now and come back with the Eagers Cup. As we continue our review of the Eagle Farm meeting, and the main event from Eagle Farm yesterday was the Eagers Cup, won in dashing style by Crawford. A daring ride by Mick Aspinall. He elected to take Crawford to the lead. Normally the horse races back off the speed, but it was go to woe for Crawford, and he's clear at this stage, and he comfortably holds off Mona Star, and Sovereign Sails running on late for third.
Edition coming hard on the outside, so is Amanex and so is Mona Star, but Crawford's kicked away. 150 metres to go. He pulls the whip on him. Crawford 2 lengths in front of Mona Star, and then Sovereign Sails. Crawford in front. It's been a dashing ride by Aspinall. He took him to the lead, and he's let go to woe. Crawford first. Crawford beat Mona Star, and third Sovereign Sails.
Double there to Mick Aspinall when he scored on Crawford. He's a very underrated jockey. He concentrates mainly at Caloundra, but when he comes to town he shows all his class. The 6th event, and Graham Cook back in the Metropolitan winning list. He scored at Bundamba on Thursday. Successful here on Duk Duk, who's in 4th place over towards the inside, and she really powers to the line.
Icy Mess, and now Duk Duk getting into the clear and running on fairly well. Then Piano Player, Inflammable in front, 200 metres to go. Here comes Duk Duk. Duk Duk swamping them on the outside. She raced up to them. She's hit the lead, Duk Duk. Duk Duk in front of Inflammable and Piano Player, but Duk Duk's too good in the run to the post, and the filly with the funny name wins it easily. Duk Duk first, Piano Player second, tight for third, Icy Miss, Regal Sierra.
Well, the bookies didn't think it was too funny. Duk Duk starting at 6-4. Incidentally, she's named after a New Guinea tribal dance. They might be doing a dance up there today. 7th event, and Ken Russell win number 3 when he scored on Mr. Motown. And Mr. Motown's in red colours towards the outside, the horse in blinkers coming with a well-timed burst.
Starting to make up ground, and so is Ty on the extreme outside. 200 metres to go. Todd's Finito in front of Huge Success. Mr. Motown and Just Boogie coming after these leaders. Todd's Finito in front. Mr. Motown's going to be the danger. Mr. Motown loomed up, hit the lead, shoots clear, wins it easily. Mr. Motown first by a length. Second, Just Boogie. Third, Todd's Finito, and then Boat.
I think Racing Minister Russ Hinds has a pretty promising stayer in Wolverton Manor, who took out the final event, wrapping up the 4th win for Ken Russell for the day. Wolverton Manor scored very, very easily. I think Russell had a lot in hand. Wolverton Manor in the green colours, the Hinds colours, out deep on the track, and really gets past these leaders very quickly.
Manor's after him on the outside. Russell looking the goods for 4 wins today. Wolverton Manor shoots to the lead. 150 metres to go. Pandor Khan now coming out after Wolverton Manor, but he can't catch him. He's running them off their legs, this bloke in front, and Wolverton Manor goes on and wins it by 2 lengths. Wolverton Manor first, Pandor Khan second, Great Mogul third.
I think there's plenty more where that came from for Wolverton Manor. Now the TAB information on the Eagle Farm card. 1 and 3 the double, $27.70. 3, 1 and 3 the treble, $76.20. And 6 picked from Eagle Farm yesterday. 3, 5, 1, 9, 3 and 4 paid $455.25. Ken Russell taking out quite a few of those. Division 2, forget it. They had 4 jockeys took out the 8 races there. Some good riding performances. Mick Dittman taking out the honours with a winning treble. John Marshall and Nigel Tiley a double each. And Queenslander Doug Messingham chipped in with a win on Atlantic Mission. Very courageous filly under a big weight took out the 2nd event. The opening race at Rose Hill yesterday went to Bart Cummings, who seems to have a lot of very promising 2-year-olds, and this is one of them, Red Express, who knocked out the favourite Postage Due. Postage Due clear at this stage, one off the fence, but Red Express right on the hammer there, the baldy-faced filly.
Halfway third is Candida, followed by Red Express, now going after the leader at the 300 metres, and Peter's looking around to the left on the favourite Postage Due. Red Express on the outside, I reckon, might have the fave covered. Yes, Red Express has moved past Postage Due and about 3 lengths away next duel of night, but Red Express in no danger of defeat and coming right away in the dying stages to win easily. Red Express a length and a half, Postage Due, 3 to Candida.
The 2nd, and it's Atlantic Mission and Doug Messingham. A perfect ride this. Atlantic Mission in 3rd place on the fence, gets away from the rails at the right time as they straighten, and really goes on strongly to the post under her big weight.
More than a length on Misty Crony running off the track. Atlantic Mission the top weight coming at the leader Parlour. Misty Crony getting balanced again from Listen Easy, Cougal Queen, and behind those next Wing Prayer and Nandy Ray. Now Atlantic Mission a clear cut leader, 150 to go. Cougal Queen into the open, followed by Listen Easy, but Atlantic Mission under a 58.5 kilos in front of Cougal Queen, and Atlantic Mission a great effort. Atlantic Mission from Cougal Queen, I think Listen Easy knows Bionic.
The 3rd, and it's Mighty Mick out in front on Majestic Drums. Dittman has the whip in the left hand to keep him straight down the running, but Majestic Drums too good for the favourite Regiment.
A length away 3rd is Regiment looking for the run, and likewise Gala Echo. They straighten now. Majestic Drums in front. Gala Echo gets the split. Regiment made the turn awkwardly, followed by Jack High and Mighty Willem. Majestic Drums is kicking on well. 200 to go. He's a length and a half clear. Second, Galareco not going on. Regiment is starting to labour, and then comes Mighty Willem, but Majestic Drums is giving back as a great sight. It's in no danger of defeat. Regiment, Mighty Willem and Pranks to battle out Miners, but Majestic Drums easily.
The fourth, and it looked like Robian Steel, the Gold Coast three-year-old, was certain to score when they straightened. He's moving up, threatening the leader now. Dashes away, but Sound Horizon's just a shade too strong for him the last 50.
Position taken by Harvey's Joy. Now let's look for Sound Horizon. He's to the extreme outside at the 250, and the Beaver's gone for the whip on Robian Steel. 2 lengths Home Office and Sound Horizon, and nothing else a chance. Inside the 200, Robian Steel in front. Sound Horizon slowly but surely on the outside, whittling down the margin. Robian Steel in front. Sound Horizon ducked in, but he's probably going to get up. Yep, he's made it. Oh, erratic, but he's been too good on the line.
Smart three-year-old Sound Horizon, the 5th event, and it's the Underwood Cup, and Dipman successful here on Rajamar, who's tracking the leader Rising Prince into the straight.
Here comes Rajamar after Rising Prince. 3rd position, My Parade, and then allured the inside from Essential and Gypsy Blessing. Silver Award doing little at the 220, and Rajamar races alongside Rising Prince to head him. 2 lengths away, allured, and then Essential. On the outside, Rajamar just in front in characteristic Bulldog style. Rising Prince is coming again. Rising Prince under his 59, and Rajamar, but Rajamar with a pull in the weights a shade too good, and Rajamar just nails Rising Prince.
Well, was Rajamar just a shade too good for very courageous Rising Prince? We'll show you the slow-mo now, and the vigour of Dipman on the outside, really wheeling the whip with great style here, and Rising Prince, Nigel Tyler's no shrinking violet with the stick either. You can see him really getting into Rising Prince, but it's Dipman just urging Rajamar home. He's got his head in front, and Rising Prince under the big weight just wilted the last 50 metres, but great power there from Dipman to get home on Rajamar. Smoke was heavily back to take out the next event. He started at 6-4. He was clear when they straightened. He was shaken up with the whip by John Marshall, but in the end he drew away again to score by 3 lengths.
Prince is starting to make ground from Gala Occasion, and behind those Barbarino Boy, and then Rondak setting sail for the judge, and Smoke shows the way from Biscay Prince. Royal really outside, Never Quit trying to find a gap, and likewise Rondak, and Hader Prince is sticking on the outside. Marshall's gone for Smoke now at the 200 metres. It's about a length clear on Hader Prince. He's going well, Smoke, and then Royal Real Biscay Prince. Forget Rondak and Never Quit, but it's all Smoke, and Smoke is going to blitz his rivals here, and Smoke has won it from a very tight finish. We've got Never Quit and Royal Real.
Some massive bets landed when Swift Cheval took out the Clissold handicap. Some good runs in this, in particular Dinky Flyer coming from well back to get second.
Max Treasurer, Wonder Periscope, second last is Dinky Flyer, and so Tippers last as they commence the run around the bend. And Picard tackled for the lead by Raffalini. Swift Cheval in 3rd position, Rendu behind them. Drawn not getting a lot of room, and one further back, Dancehall Girl and Sound of Bells. Coming to the 200 metres, Raffalini's taken over from Picard, but Swift Cheval is going after Raffalini to head him. At a length into Rendu, getting up on the inside, followed by Dancehall Girl, but Swift Cheval's in front by the 100, and Swift Cheval in no danger, forging away now. Great battle for Miners. Dinky Flyer flew and snatched second, and 3rd Raffalini.
I want to show you the slow-mo now, and forget Swift Cheval, he wins and does it pretty well too. We want to show you a couple of good runs in this race, and it's usually an early pointer to the Autumn Carnival in Sydney. As they come towards the 200 metres, it's Swift Cheval clear. Now have a look at Periscope, the horse in blue colours, 3 from the outside. He has no room from this point, and drawn over towards the inside in the yellow sleeves and cap, he had no room at all, and he's just being eased out of the race. But Periscope, you can see he's right on the heels of horses in front of him and has got nowhere to go. And the other great run from Dinky Flyer, who really rocketed to the line. And I think that she's going to be very hard to beat in a couple of the big races, particularly the Doncaster handicap. Final event at Rose Hill, and it was Mick Dipman again, a clever ride to score on It's Lunchtime. He had a bit of trouble getting into the clear, but once It's Lunchtime did work into the clear at the 200 metres, just went home too strongly for them.
A bit over a length touch higher, length further back, Sparkling Time. Now It's Lunchtime is back 5th on the inside. He's getting no room at the moment, Dipman. Now he goes up nearer to the inside to pinch a length and a half. He's going to have to come round touch high on King's Chariot. And inside the 200, he's doing that on It's Lunchtime. It's pouncing upon Touch High on King's Chariot, and this is the treble for Michael Dipman. It's Lunchtime coming away. Ah, gee whiz, there's nothing about Dipman.
Queensland punters don't worry about the niceties. Michael Dipman, they said, good on you, Mighty Mick at Eagle Farm. There was an enormous cheer went up in the interstate ring when It's Lunchtime took out the final event. Now the TAB information for Rose Hill, 4 and 7 the double, $41.90, 4, 4 and 7 the treble, $81.30, and the extra double from Rose Hill, 4 and 2, paid $8.80. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene. come back and have a look at a rain-sodden Caulfield where it was Blue Diamond Stakes Day. Scene and Caulfield yesterday. Unfortunately, the track rain affected it, marred an otherwise great program, Blue Diamond Stakes Day, and Colin Hayes just went on his winning way again, taking out the Blue Diamond with Midnight Fever. A couple of his stable stars at Tallack was really disappointing. I think he just bogged down. And Hayes still went away with a winning treble. What a remarkable season he's having. Opening event went to Mrs. Mannering, who looked to be struggling coming to the turn, but she ploughed through the mud over towards the inside, and in the end she went on to score pretty easily from Carb.
Pips Day. Carb dashed away into the straight, led by 2 lengths to Norgwin, missed Karabahar. Then Miss Munden on the inside, trying to get out as Mrs. Mannering. She's got a run now. Pips Day following her, and then Savali. Carb in front of the 200. Mrs. Mannering right along the rails, however, is getting up on the inside. Mrs. Mannering has raced up the Carb, taken the lead, and Mrs. Mannering's going to win it today. Draws away from Carb, Pips Day, and then Norgwin missed. And Mrs. Mannering by 2.5 lengths to Carb, Pips Day third.
Second event went to the 10-1 Pop Shackle, ridden by David Walsh. Shackle in red colours, coming down right down the outside after Godessa, who's the joint leader at this stage, looks certain to score at the 200.
Under the whip, Shootenham is in trouble. Here's Shackle on the outside, coming with a big run. Godessa took the lead. Shackle out after it, and Show of Flowers getting through, but Godessa's running on very strongly with 100 to go. Shackle trying hard, has almost got to it on the outside. Shackle raced up to Godessa. They're going to the post together, and Shackle's won it. Shackle went right around the outside of everything.
The old Hayes-Clark combination successful with the favourite Cossack Warrior in the third. Cossack Warrior moving up 3 out off the fence to join the leaders and went on to score well from Celtic Air.
Cossack Warrior and Celtic Air turn for home together, clear of Tavros, Travel Light. I don't think it's Fox Eel's day today. Cossack Warrior's taken the lead. He's going well, the favourite. Drew away now. From in second place, Celtic Air, and Geno running on pretty well from Travel Light. But Cossack Warrior clear. Geno battling on very strongly down the outside, but to no avail. And Cossack Warrior is going to win by 2.5 lengths.
The old campaigner Luther's Luck landed some good bets, and he combined with Greg Hall to take out the Herald Sprint. Singing Wonder a handy second.
Into the straight, Singing Wonder is well clear. It shot about 3 lengths in front of Jewel Planet. On the outside is Celso, and they were followed further back Peter Dale. Old Luther's starting to come home hard, wide out on the track now. Singing Wonder is clear, however, with 100 to go. Luther's Luck starting to pick him up. Luther's Luck coming 100 mile an hour on the outside. Luther's Luck has raced to Singing Wonder. He's won it. Old Luther's got up. He beat Singing Wonder, maybe Wild Ram.
Yes, old Luther's did do it down the centre with Greg Hall. A great ride there. Well, the fifth event was the main one, the Blue Diamond, and it went to Midnight Fever, a Luskin Star filly from the Colin Hayes stable. But I thought a great performance by the runner-up Rancho Ruler. He's had an interrupted preparation, and the wet track certainly didn't assist his prospects. He looked certain to score when they straightened up, but he just ran out of puff at the finish, and Midnight Fever down the centre was clearly too good. She went away to score by 3 lengths.
In front from right aspect, Twining on the fence, Garrison, Glorious Way. Midnight Fever about 7th, Impazera's up there about 4th, and then Starlight Rebel, Ligon Arms well back. With it is Norgwin Hunter, and they were followed by Marwong, Mighty Deer and Wolver Action. Down to the 600 metres, Rancho Ruler, the outside of Proven Valour, about a length the right aspect. 2 lengths away, Midnight Fever starting to make up ground from Impazera, hard ridden, then Glorious Way. Twining is doing nothing, Ligon Arms starting to come into it from Norgwin Hunter. Further back, Starlight Rebel, Marwong and Garrison. On the corner, Proven Valour and Rancho Ruler. 1.5 lengths clear. On the outside right aspect, Impazera. Midnight Fever is making its run. Rancho Ruler's going very well, though. It's got Proven Valour beaten out wide on the track now. Midnight Fever. He's getting anxious on Rancho Ruler. Midnight Fever's racing to it on the outside. Jimmy Courtney riding for dear life. He's hit the front on the filly Midnight Fever, just in front of Rancho Ruler Twining, and Midnight Fever's going to win the Blue Diamond by 2 lengths to Rancho Ruler. Third placing goes to Twining from Proven.
I don't think Rancho Ruler will be long making amends. It was a game performance under the circumstances, and he's a very smart youngster. But you can't take anything away from the winner, Midnight Fever. She's also a very classy filly. Well, the next event was for the 3-year-olds, and the combination of the wet track and blinkers certainly helped Myocard. Here he is zooming around the outside, the horse in the whitish colours, and he careers away to score by 8 lengths.
Under the whip. Ravener's well beaten into the straight. It's on the inside, Hunter's ace, but Myocard's grabbed it in a stride out wide. They've got it between them well clear. Followed in third placing then by Evandale Star out wide and Princess Calabrina. But Myocard went to the lead and is racing right away in the run home. Myocard coming away will win by about 6 lengths. Hunter's ace is battling on over on the rails with Princess Calabrina. Oh, nothing in it, nearly a dead heat second.
Well, that was the real Meyer card yesterday, and I think he can go on with the job now, particularly as he keeps stepping up in distance. He's a real stayer. And the 7th event was the Futurity Stakes, and Rubiton really relished the soft track. The 3-year-old was clearly too good. He's in pink colours, a couple off the fence, and he goes right on with the job. Old King Phoenix rattling home down the outside to get second, and Playful Princess a fair third.
Courier Bay's last into the straight. Rubiton heading to the outside, joined by Campaign King, Lockley's Tradition. Then King Phoenix wider out on the track, coming out after them, and then at Talac. With about 200 to go, Rubiton's doing well. A half length in front and kicking away from Campaign King. King Phoenix the danger. Then Playful Princess. Rubiton clear. King Phoenix trying to peg him back, but Rubiton's holding him safely. And Rubiton wins well, a length and a half. King Phoenix, Playful Princess third.
Final event went to Globetrotter, yet another one for Michael Clark and Colin Hayes, wrapping up a winning treble for the Hayes stable.
From Noble Cavalier, here's Globetrotter putting in his run from Glen Morriston and Mintmaster. Dynasty Prince led into the straight. Top Banner's going very well, moving up to tackle him and put its head in front. Then Globetrotter and Mintmaster followed further back Dynasty Prince, Noble Cavalier. With about 150 to go, Globetrotter and Top Banner, Mintmaster the rails, and then Dynasty Prince. Globetrotter out wide's going home better. Mintmaster fighting on the inside. Globetrotter in front near the line. He's won. A treble to Colin Hayes.
Yes, Michael Clark successful there on Globetrotter. Now the TAB information from the Caulfield meeting. And the double numbers 10 and 12, $58.80. 1, 10 and 12, the treble, $336.20. And the extra double from Caulfield, 3 and 2, paid to $12.30. Well, that's our racing segment this morning. We've got meetings this week at Eagle Farm on Tuesday, Bundamba on Wednesday, and a great card at Doomben next Saturday, Coca-Cola Stakes Day, and as an added bonus, we'll have Breakfast Creek, the Glamour 3-year-old, resuming. After this break, Marshall Dobson will be along with all the harness races.
Prince weakening out of it, and Todd's Dream making ground, and so too is Golden Amour. Golden Amour's going to be the one. Golden Amour dropped on those leaders, raced straight past them, shoots two clear of My Son Mal, and then Turf Kingdom, but it's all Golden Amour, spearing right away at the end, and Golden Amour charges away to win it easily. Golden Amour first, second Our Son Mal, third, well, it may be Taon's Pride out.
That was an easy one for Ken Russell there. The second event, he had to work a bit harder on the heavily backed Fun Gold, who was challenged halfway down the straight by Priorities, but managed to pull out a little something under the whip.
There for him at the moment. Then Lavelle, Lavaldi and Tin Whistle. Fun Gold dashed up, hit the lead. Priorities coming through on the inside of Fun Gold. Fun Gold and Priorities, they're locked together. Cook goes for the whip on Priorities. Fun Gold is holding him. Fun Gold just in front of Priorities as they split the wire. Oh, Fun Gold ducked out badly at the end, almost dislodged the jockey, but he's won the race. That's the important thing.
Yes, Fun Gold successful there and then veering out, but Ken Russell was all smiles. The third event, and Pioneer Valley, who was beaten into second place at Eagle Farm on Tuesday, made amends.
Down the outside and then Monruta. Pioneer Valley just in front of Cooper Queen. On the inside is Sunsani. Ray's Sail is steaming home down the outside. She's coming home quickly now. Pioneer Valley in front. Ray's Sail is picking up ground on Pioneer Valley. Pioneer Valley in front, hanging on, and he's won. Pioneer Valley beat Ray's Sail. Cooper Queen or Sunsani in a photo.
No doubt the one to follow from that event was the runner-up Ray's Sail. That was a grand performance first up, and she's sure to get back into the winning list quickly. The fourth event went to Brave Fool, who was deep throughout, but managed to keep going. Dave Murphy's just taking him up towards the lead now, 4 out from the fence.
On the outside coming at last Suri. Lord Barham's gone, he's struggling. Zirconium is making ground, but Brave Fool is clear with 100 metres to go. Yes, he's got it won by the looks of it. Murphy pulls the whip on him, he's too good. Zirconium into second, then Princess Who, but Brave Fool wins it easily at the end. Brave Fool by a length. Second, Zirconium.
Well, the first 4 from Doomben yesterday. We'll take a break. The fifth event at Doomben yesterday was the Coca-Cola Classic, the $100,000 race for the 2-year-olds, and it went to Prince Anton, who's now headed for the Golden Slipper Stakes. I don't want to detract from his performance, but the soft conditions certainly didn't help the favourite Lady Elwes, who's on the outside and going easily at this stage, but she used up plenty of energy in the slow going, and she was no match for Prince Anton at the finish.
Early stages, Lady Elwes dropping back to fourth. Look and listen, followed by King Ryan, Strong Respect, and Saunders Blue last of all. Now Selingen is going to take Lady Elwes on, running onto to the first bend, 8.50 to go. Lady Elwes, the outside, ahead in front of Silingen. A length and a half away third, Prince Anton, and they've raced away from the rest of the field, about 6 lengths to look and listen. And then King Ryan, Strong Respect, and Saunders Blue as last. Now she goes to the lead, Lady Elwes. 600 metres to go. She's cruising out in front. She races away to lead by 2 lengths. Prince Anton now to second. Silingen under pressure in third place. Then King Ryan, Look and Listen, Strong Respect, Saunders Blue. Lady Elwes, the leader, heading for home. They've got 350 metres to go. She straightens up about a length in front of Prince Anton, who's pulled to the outside, and he's popped the big question. Kerr starting to ride her along a little bit, and Prince Anton is coming at her hard. It's Lady Elwes just in front. She's joined by Prince Anton. I think he's got her. Prince Anton just in front of Lady Elwes. She's fighting back, but Prince Anton's too strong. He's moving clear of Lady Elwes close to the line. Prince Anton wins it by a length. Lady Elwes second. 8 lengths away third, King Ryan.
Well, trainer Jim Atkins and rider Ken Russell make a formidable combination in any company, and I'm sure they're going to give Prince Anton every chance in the Golden Slipper to be run next month at Rose Hill. The 6th event from Doomben, and the winner here, Rio Brave, who slices through in the centre to score from Grand and Elegant, the grey out wide.
Just in front of Grand and Elegant and Proud Aussie, then Rio Brave. Grand and Elegant coming at them hard now. He's hit the lead, but flying through is Rio Brave. Rio Brave's the leader. He ducked out badly the last little bit, but he's going to win it. And Rio Brave goes on to score. Rio Brave first, second Grand and Elegant, third home, probably Black Roman just in front of...
Well, when we think of wet tracks, we should think of Bucking Rip. He's a mighty performer when there's a bit of rain around. He took out the final event, starting at the good odds of 7-1, well handled by Graham Cook.
Coming at them quickly is Fair Power. Bucking Rip switching back to the inside. He's driving up along the rails. Fair Power and Bucking Rip. Bucking Rip is charging to the lead on the inside. He's raced away from them now. Bucking Rip in front of Fair Power, then Distancia, and Bucking Rip's too good in the run to the line. Bucking Rip goes on to beat Distancia. He's a bottler in the wet, isn't he? Bucking Rip first. Second home, Fair Power. Third in Distancia.
Yes, the old stager loves the mud. Now the TAB information for the Doomben fixture. 3 and 7 the double, $18.40. 7-3-7 the treble, $95.80. And 6-pick jackpotting from Doomben yesterday. A couple of roughies there in the wet. 5 double 7, 397 the combination. Division 2, $1,254.50. Meeting yesterday. Venue was Warwick Farm, and the highlight was the great win by Mary Ruler in the Hobartville Stakes. And Tommy Smith paraded his top Golden Slipper Hope Christmas tree, who scored pretty convincingly. The runner-up Mays K made him do a little bit of work in the final 200, but there seems to be a lot of improvement in Christmas tree, and Mick Dittman is nominating him as a great slipper chance. This is the opening event. It went to Flotilla, who knocked out the favourite Sky Chase in the last 50 metres.
Sky Chase's rider pulls the whip. Flotilla's a half length away. Flotilla is gradually overhauling the fave. He's doing better, Flotilla, and he's going to draw away on the line and win it a half length. Flotilla from Sky Chase.
The TJ Smith stable took out the second with Sailor V, who's in the black and yellow colours, under the whip at this point, but fights on valiantly to wear down or fight off Algonquin Club.
Sailor V, unquestioned, is not finishing quickly enough, and then Lord Highbrow. Algonquin Club having a struggle to get away from Sailor V. Sailor V on the inside is now doing a shade better than Algonquin Club, and Sailor V's going to outpoint Algonquin Club and win it a neck. Third home, Lord Highbrow, then...
Indian Raj had a street on his rivals in class. He's in 5th or 6th place. The blue colours and the white cap. He gets held up for a run, comes to the outside and just cruises past them.
To go. A Link King Solo, Beal Bangor, followed by Indian Raj. He's running about a good deal. Now he's going straight, and here comes the fave. Oh, he collars them in one fell swoop, Indian Raj. He's racing clear. Superior Vintage and Beal Bangor for the minors.
The Hobart Villains, they turn for home. The favourite Imperial Baron in 2nd place. Looks to be going well, but Mary Ruler switched out 4 or 5 wide in the red cap, just blitzes him.
Mary Ruler comes into it, Imperial Baron's gone, and Mary Ruler shot away. 2 drought, Imperial Baron weakening, and then Pre-Catlin. But it's all Mary Ruler, and it's going to blitz its rivals in the Hobartville. Mary Ruler wins it, pulling up 5 lengths drought.
The 100-1 pop, the Stager, takes out the 5th. In pink colours, comes slicing through in the centre in the last 100 metres.
Sadistic Queen's headed her. Kate Charlotte next, followed by Macro Girl. And getting up on the inside is Bimini, the leader, Sadistic Queen, with 150 to go. At the moment, holding her rivals, but the Stager's emerging. Oh, look at the Stager. Oh, it gobbles them up in one stride. The Stager has beaten Sadistic Queen.
There's Christmas Tree. He's moved up in the red cap outside Maze K and travelling very sweetly at this stage. Dipman just has to shake him up inside the 200.
Maze K covered on the inside. He had two sustained peeps to the left. Nothing coming, Mick. Maze K sticking on, but now Dipman goes for Christmas Tree. He's about a neck in front of Maze K, holding him clear of Boasting, and Christmas Tree given as easy a run as possible. Last two around.
Ron Quinton and Like Her Dad with a stout finish to take out the 7th from Border Prince.
To the centre of the track, but Border Prince has got through on the inside, and Border Prince in front inside the 200 metres from Clavel's Girl. Here comes Like a Dad seeing daylight and is motoring home. Quentin pulling out all stops on Like a Dad. El Karam flies down the outside, but it's going to be too late, and Like a Dad.
The punters finishing on a winning note with the favourite Nova Edition successful in the last. Nova Edition about 4 or 5 off the fence, moves up to take over at this point and has never seriously threatened.
Away Nova Edition. Gretzky in second position, still a length from the favourite, and as the rider pulls the whip on Nova Edition, although she's getting tired, she's holding Gretzky well clear of LA Streak, and Nova Edition wins the last. Nova Edition.
Now for the TAB information on the Warwick Farm meeting. And the double numbers there, 12 and 7, $2,460.90. The success of the stager in the middle leg helped the treble too, $77,729.20. And the extra double from Warwick Farm, 1 and 5, paid $10 even. We'll take a break. Remington yesterday, and it was Placid Arc Day, taking out the third leg of the sprint autumn treble in Melbourne. And Placid Arc, they said he might be doubtful at 1200, but boy, he certainly handled the testing 1200 down the Flemington Straight in cavalier fashion. He's a great sprinter, and he'll probably go to Sydney now to run in the Galaxy, and despite a hefty weight rise, which he's sure to get, I think he'll be very hard to beat again. Opening event at Flemington was the hurdle. Punters off the mark here. The favourite Rapelko second as they come to the second last hurdle, but he was no match for the winner Long Range.
Nearly fell. Long Range 2.5 in front of Rapelko. He's had to go for the whip on it, and Long Range travelling nicely coming to the last. He's over it safely, about 2.5 to Rapelko and 3 to Noblest Roman, but Long Range holding Rapelko with 100 to go. They're both under the whip, and Long Range in no danger is going on to win it well. Long Range wins by 1.5 lengths to Rapelko. 5 lengths away third, Noblest Roman. In the straight.
Nice ride by Len Morn to score on Royal Scepter in the second, and running third on the fence, just eases out around the heels of the leader, Dandy Andy, and goes right on with the job.
Dandy Andy got clear, but Royal Scepter eased to the outside now. Canted up the Dandy Andy. 2 lengths to Globetrotter under the whip. Then Major Drive. He goes for Royal Scepter now. He heads off Dandy Andy. Then Globetrotter and Major Drive. And Royal Scepter, given the run of the race, coming away to win it well. 1.5 lengths Dandy Andy. 1/2 length to Globetrotter third.
Without Fear Colt to Proven Valour, doing it easily out in front as they come down towards the 200, and he goes right on with the job to take out the third from Square Deal.
Square Deal, Hidden Power fighting out the minors from Lord Tiamo, but Proven Valour's won by a good 3 lengths. Square Deal second, Hidden Power third.
Travelling Prayer was able to get a run through close to the fence in the red cap, angling back one off the inside rail, and Travelling Prayer and Harry White were too good for Janot and Mr Jazz.
Out wide of Janot's gone. Game Trooper, Mr Jazz trying to get through. Travelling Prayer shot clear. Mr Jazz now getting clear out after Travelling Prayer. Whether he can get up in time. Travelling Prayer in front now. Mr Jazz can't go on with it. And Travelling Prayer's kicked away. It's going to win easily. Janot's coming again out wide. But Travelling Prayer's won it by nearly 3 lengths to either Janot or Mr Jazz.
Then came the big sprint. It's the Newmarket and Placid Arc, and Let Me Tell It, 2 of the 3 horses going to the outside fence, with the other riders all heading over towards the flat side.
There with it. Over on the flat side now, and showing speed here, Rubiton's going to be in front of Taj Quillo when they settle down, and going up quickly, Special to join them. 3 down the outside, Placid Arc under a hold in front of Dowie and Let Me Tell. On the flat side at the 800, Special raced 1.5 lengths to Rubiton. They were followed then behind those horses by Touch of Genius. Gorilla the outside, Caledonian Boy behind those horses. Campaign King and Richfield's Lad and Canny Lass and Lord Galaxy. Down the outside, Placid Arc, and he's got a big grip on it looking across. 1.5 lengths, Let Me Tell, and 2 lengths to Dowie. At the 500, Rubiton went up the Special, headed it off. Caledonian Boy went to it. Richfield's Lad is there too, and coming into it now is Princely Heart. Down the outside, Placid Arc is in front, and he's got into it suddenly from Let Me Tell. Placid Arc in front on the outside from Let Me Tell, coming at it. Rubiton over on the inside, the leader from Canny Lass and Princely Heart. It's Rubiton, Princely Heart, and Placid Arc. Placid Arc's in front. Placid Arc's made it a magnificent treble. It's beaten Princely Heart and Rubiton.
the Blood Horse Breeders' Plate, and the Sydney filly Twining just angling into the clear. She's in the centre of the leaders there in the white colours. Hands and heels she goes to the post too well for Glorious Way.
Lead now from Medici. Now Twining gets out, coming after it on the outside. Toy's Daughters coming home from well back in the field, and then Miami Vice Casanora. Twining getting to Glorious Way, 100 out. It's taken the lead now. Glorious Way fighting back. Twining hands and heels just in front. It's going to be just too good, and Twining's won at about a half neck to Glorious Way. Then
a powerful finish gave Playful Princess victory in the 7th. She's in blue and black colours in front of only 4 horses at this stage.
2 lengths in front of Dadaism, Miss Karamas Savali. Deedle under the whip is battling on Mrs. Mannering. Playful Princess from a long way back, but at the 200 it's still Goblet in front of Dadaism. Playful Princess and Deedle outside. Playful Princess going 2 to their 1. It's got up to join them near the line. It'll win. Playful Princess finishing 2 well is going to just beat Deedle. Dadaism 3rd. Rebecca Gay flew to be 4th.
Harry White and Drillburn Miss down the grandstand side take out the final event from Wicked Smile, clear leader over on the flat.
Using the whip vigorously, Drillburn Miss out after it out wide. Wicked Smile in front, getting very tired on the line. Wicked Smile, Drillburn Miss is grabbing it. Drillburn Miss has won. Drillburn Miss has got up and beaten Wicked Smile. Third.
That was the Flemington card on Newmarket Day. Now the TAB information for the Melbourne fixture. 3 and 1 the double, $17.28. 3 and 1 the treble, $146.10. And the extra double from Flemington, 6 and 8, paid $102.
Thriller in the Australian Cup at Flemington this afternoon. Bone Crusher had trouble getting a clear run in the straight, and the two were locked in a neck-and-neck finish.
The modern-day far lap, Bone Crusher was 9-4 on to win the $250,000 Cup at his Flemington debut. It was his first distance run this preparation, and many thought At Talak had a chance to beat the Crusher. And that looked a distinct possibility at the turn.
The straight Illustrious took over from At Talak. Bone Crusher, Travel Light trying to keep him in a pocket, but he's too strong. Into the straight at the 400, At Talak, Illustrious together. Bone Crusher's called on for the big effort, then I'm a Red Man. At Talak at the 300 by 2 lengths. Bone Crusher, Stewart's gone for the whip. At Talak at the 200 by 2 lengths to Bone Crusher, trying hard. Then I'm a Red Man. At Talak's holding Bone Crusher at the 100-metre mark. Bone Crusher lifts now. At Talak a half in front. Bone Crusher's grabbed him. They go to the line. Photo. At Talak or Bone Crusher, I can't split them. They've hit it together in a photo.
It was a photo that tricked many, but a short half-head decision favoured the champion. Bone Crusher's will to win and depth of courage and ability seem boundless, even to his trainer.
It's not just his ability, but his heart, his will to win. You know, he just does not give it away. I mean, that's not the first time that the horse has been appears to have been beaten. The horses have got him covered, and that he's got up and won. How do you describe that? You know, that enormous will to win. Gee, you know, he must have an enormous heart.
It's weather time, folks. Here.
Anyone wishing to... Wayne Bryant handled him beautifully. Looks a very, very promising young rider. I thought one of the best performances of the day came up from Mr. Motown in the second event. He's headed to Kembla Grange now to run in the Brambles Classic. I think he'll acquit himself well there. First event was the maiden handicap, and it went to Kiora, who's been a little bit expensive of late. Well handled yesterday by David Ferner. He's in second place here, and under hard riding, he goes to the post generously.
Dashed up on the outside, hit the lead from My Son Mel. Country Regent running on gamely. Gossamer Wings is in between horses, and now March Rundle hooked to the extreme outside. He's starting to make ground. Kiora's the leader, 150 metres out, a length in front. Country Regent on the outside, followed by Gossamer Wings. March Rundle starting to struggle. Kiora in front. He's finally going to break through Kiora. Yes, as they hit the wire, he's won it by a length. Kiora first, Country Regent second. It'll be a photo for third.
The second event was Mr. Motown's victory. There was a very big plunge here on So Easy to See, who was well handled by Mel Shoemaker, who looked certain to score at the 200 metres, but you'll notice Mr. Motown out wide just mows him down, and just clearly too strong in the last 100 metres or so. Mr. Motown, the horse, won from the outside, a white snip on his nose.
So Easy to See goes to the front now, about a half length in front of Sam Winnett. Mr. Mercury coming after So Easy to See, and he looks the danger. Mr. Mercury swamps So Easy to See, races to the front, and Mr. Mercury's too good in the run to the line. He's steaming away from So Easy to See, and he wins it by a length. Mr. Mercury the winner, second So Easy to See, third Sam Winnett, then double...
Third event was the Defence Force graduation, and it was go to woe for Pride of Mosaic.
Michael Kerr dropped his whip just inside the 200 metres, but he really didn't need it at that stage because he's well clear. High Gita runs on to get second.
To go. They haven't caught this leader yet. Pride of Mosaic is kicked. He's 2 lengths in front of Smoky Finish, Sea Light, High Gita and Moreland Maid. Pride of Mosaic is still clear. He looks as though he's got it won. The boy just dropped his whip. He's too good for them. He's slapping him with his open hand and he wins it by 2 lengths. Pride of Mosaic first, second, High Gita, third, River Road.
Mel Shoemaker's been back in action about a week after a nasty fall at the Gold Coast on January the 10th, and he's back into winning form. You'll see him score here on Tirana Blue, and this filly looks to be pretty promising. She showed a lot of speed and she clocked faster time than Mr. Motown. She's clear at this stage and was untroubled to defeat Autumn Smoke.
350 metres to go. Tirana Blue about 3 lengths in front of Autumn Smoke, Johnny Star, Melzone. Our Beaujolais on the outside, and then look and listen. This leader's kick. The shoes riding hands and heels on Tirana Blue. Autumn Smoke is chasing him in second place, but I don't think Autumn Smoke can catch Tirana Blue. And in a great display of speed, Tirana Blue wins it by 1.5 lengths. Tirana Blue's first, second, Autumn Smoke. 4 lengths away, third, Johnny Star.
Great to see the shoe back in the winner's stall. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the look now at race 5 from the Eagle Farm card yesterday, and it was St Patrick's Day Handicap, and the winner here was Pinehurst, who started good odds, 14 to 1. He's in second place at this stage. Sovereign Sales runs on late to get second, and Mona Star the Grey third after having every chance.
On the outside, so is Mona Star, and then Tristram's Edition, Valorous and Winning Design. Pinehurst slipped away, 200 metres to go. Pinehurst 2 in front of King Show, Mona Star, then Sovereign Sales and Tristram's Edition. It's Pinehurst in front, close to the line. Sovereign Sales moves to second, then Mona Star, but Pinehurst is too good and he wins it easily. Pinehurst first by 2 lengths, Sovereign Sales second, Mona Star third.
Young Wayne Bryant just giving Pinehurst a well-deserved pat down the shoulder there. The 6th event went to Benaim, who's very courageous. He's not very big, but he's big on courage. He defeated Chouer and Kadichi. Wolverton Manor, the favourite, disappointing. He's out about 5 or 6 horses wide and looked to be going like a winner just before this point, but he's starting to struggle now.
He's the leader, 250 metres to go. Kadichi a length in front of Benaim, and then Wolverton Manor on the outside. Benaim raced up to Kadichi. Benaim hit the lead. Wolverton Manor and Chouer next, but Benaim shoots away with 50 metres to go, and he's got it won. Benaim too good for Kadichi and Chouer, and as they hit the wire, Benaim's won it by 1.5 lengths. Photo finished second and third. Chouer out wide in a photo with Kadichi.
Ra 2 was an impressive winner at Eagle Farm last Monday. He had no trouble backing up to score again yesterday. Turned out in great order by Jeff Burns. Well ridden by Mick Aspinall. He shared the lead to the home turn and went on nicely in the straight. Imperial Copper, the runner-up, might have been a shade unlucky. He was just held up at a crucial stage, but it's Ra 2 clear as they approach the 300.
Ra 2 in front of Vain Artist. Icy Miss into third place. Down the outside, starting a run is Dream Island, then Imperial Copper. Ra 2's the leader. 150 metres to go. Ra 2 about 1/2 length in front of Vain Artist, then Icy Miss and Imperial Copper. It's Ra 2 in front. He's going to be too good for them, Ra 2. Imperial Copper flying home at the end, but Ra 2 wins it. Ra 2 first by 1/2 length. Imperial Copper second. Close for third. It's a photo between Icy Miss and Vain.
Unfortunately, because of a technical problem, we can't show you the final event from Eagle Farm yesterday. Quite a controversial final event it was too. There was there were 3 protests and also a couple of suspensions. Mike Pelling and Jamie Bayliss both outed until March 31 over incidents in the first 400 metres of this event. Went to Aciderite, ridden beautifully by Larry Olsen. A very cold ride out in front, and I think that Olsen's right back in the form that he showed before his temporary retirement a couple of years ago. It's great to see him riding so well. Now the TAB information for the Eagle Farm card: 6 and 6 the double, $90.10. 7, 6 and 6 the treble, $1,321.60. And the 6 pick from Eagle Farm yesterday, good dividend there for Division 1, $30,570.15. And the combination you were needing there was 756-561. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have the meeting in Sydney yesterday. It was Chipping Norton Stakes Day and Our Waverley Star. Bookies gambled against him, but the New Zealand champ was too good on the day for Diamond Shower. And it's all set now for the clash, the repeat clash of Bone Crusher and Our Waverley Star in the Rawson Stakes next week. What a race that's going to be. A couple of Golden Slipper Hopes on trial at Warwick Farm yesterday. St Clair and Lygon Arms both successful, but weren't over impressive. This is St Clair in the pink colours outside the leader. She had to be shaken up by Ron Quinton to get home from the Cloisters.
St Clair inside the 200. Quinton's had to go for the whip on St Clair. Barrel Molasses ahead in front of her. The Cloisters sticking on, but now St Clair is starting to put her mind on the job. She's coming away, and on the line is going to be St Clair. clear by a length. The Cloisters kicked on the inside and has just cut Barrel Molass out a second easy and invest.
The Kiwi, Trick of a Boy or Tricava Boy, whichever you like, came storming down the outside to score at 25-1 in the second event.
Now takes over narrowly from Rastana. Red Sails is getting a split between them. It's coming fast, and so too down the outside Tricava Boy. Now Red Sails has gone to the lead. Tricava Boy is going to swamp it on the outside. Yep, and Tricava Boy. Tricava Boy beat Red Sails narrowly. Third Cupillus.
This is Lygon Arms, who scores by centimetres at 7-4 on over Petrero on the inside. You'll notice Dipman really has to get desperate with the whip to get home on Lygon Arms.
Petrero's darting up on the inside. Petrero after Lygon Arms. A race in two with Crown Joker on the outside. Oh, he's as green as grass, Lygon Arms. Petrero's got him beaten, I think. Lygon Arms coming again. Oh, Petrero on the inside and Lygon Arms. There won't be much between them, believe you me. And
fourth was the Surround Stakes, and it's Captivan shooting right away as they straighten. Bounding Away, who struck trouble in the middle part, runs on strongly to get second.
Flash, but Captivan at the 150 metres, about 3 lengths clear on Atlantic Mission, and then Magic Flute, who's battling on from Bounding Away, getting clear, but it's all Captivan. She's getting tired, but she's going to hang on, and Captivan's beaten the fast finishing Bounding Away.
This is the Chipping Norton, and Our Waverley Star in the box seat, third on the fence, going well at this stage. When the pace quickens coming to the turn, he just has trouble picking up the momentum, but once Lance O'Sullivan gives him a crack with the whip, he goes up to take on the leaders.
Wider out as Sea Pictures, then Barbarino Boy, second last being Silver Award and a bit like as last. Imprimatur, 600 out, again speeds up a length, the break on Bold Sea. Third is Our Waverley Star, Rising Prince at his girth the outside. A further 2 lengths, then 2 on the outside. Diamond Shower being ridden along, followed then by Periscope, and the others headed by Barbarino Boy. Homeward bound, Bold Sea pegging back. Imprimatur puts the head in front. Our Waverley Star is charging at Bold Sea, and then Diamond Shower at the 200. Our Waverley Star's gone to the lead. Diamond Shower endeavouring to match him, but Our Waverley Star is holding the filly at the moment, followed by Colour Page, a bit like a running on, but it's all Our Waverley Star, and Our Waverley Star wins the Chipping Norton from Diamond Shower. Right.
There wasn't a big margin in it at the finish, only 3/4 of a length, but nevertheless a stylish performance by Our Waverley Star. At only his second run after a break, and I'm sure he's going to improve. He had to be shaken up as they straighten, but here he answers Lance O'Sullivan's hard riding, takes over. Now Diamond Shower's coming with a well-timed run on the outside, but Our Waverley Star under the whip, too good. A bit like another New Zealander getting a run along the inside in the red colours. His was a good performance coming from well back, but it's Our Waverley Star going to the post generously. I think there will be improvement in that run, and he's going to be very, very hard to beat next week. A Bone Crusher will have to be right at his best to beat Our Waverley Star over 2,000 metres around Rose Hill. Now the 6th event, and King Caius coming from well back, the horse with the black sleeves out deep on the track to wear down Rising Fear and go and score by a length and a quarter.
At the 150, and King Caius pegging back Rising Fear. Quentin and Moses, King Caius on the outside, gains the upper hand from Rising Fear, clear of Allured, and King Caius is going to score, draws away on the line, and King Caius by a length the Rising Fear. Allured third.
This is the Liverpool City Cup, and Rancheetah, baldy-faced man, the green colours out very wide, runs on powerfully to defeat Merry Ruler and upset a big plunge.
200 metres, Raffaellini just in front of Swift Cheval. Merry Ruler's bullocking clear now, and Rancheetah flying down the outside. Rancheetah in full flight whilst Merry Ruler was having trouble getting clear, and Rancheetah's won it. Rancheetah's beaten Merry Ruler. And
well, Merry Ruler did have a little bit of trouble getting into the clear, as our slow-mo of the final stages will point out. But Rancheetah down the outside, too good. Now, Merry Ruler's in the green colours with the red cap behind the leader. Raffaellini one out. Merry Ruler's angling for a run outside of Raffaellini's heels and just balked for 50 metres or so. In the meantime, Rancheetah with a clear passage down the outside, running on very well. Now, it's Raffaellini in front, Merry Ruler coming at him in the green and red colours, but Rancheetah right down the outside. Very underrated mare, this, and a good run from Riverdale. First up, he runs on stoutly to get third, and he might be a threat in some of the bigger races coming up during the autumn carnival. Riverdale. The final event went to Groucho, who was well tried to start 11-4, firming from 9-2, and scores handsomely from So Tip.
Home on Groucho. Groucho 2 lengths, So Tip. Drought labouring under his big weight and his hard run, but it's all going to be Groucho here. So Tip second, and then String of Pearls and the Cowboy, but a good win to Groucho. Groucho beats So Tip.
Well, one of the consequences of the Warwick Farm meeting yesterday is that Jim Cassidy was suspended. He will be back in time for the Rosehill meeting on Saturday week, but he'll now miss the Penfolds Classic at Newcastle on Tuesday, and Mick Dittman has been named as the replacement rider for Cassidy on Marauding, who takes on the Queenslander Snippets, and that's going to be a great clash. They're billing it